All right, there we go. Let's get back in the studio mode just so I can see everybody. We'll see everything that's going to be happening. There we go. All right, so Thursday night football. Last Thursday night football was crazy. The Ravens versus Chiefs. Let's hope that kind of continued on today. Bills versus Dolphins. I got the Bills in this one. Obviously, if you've seen the Gridiron Gurus episode that Luke and I did, I know it's going to be. I know it's still going to be super duper humid there, but like just the fact that you're not going to have like the Miami heat, the Miami like the sun beating down on them. I think the Bills should still be fine early in the season. Um, both teams had a very tough first week one. They both came from behind, so I still think this will be a really amazing game. I'm gonna go with a 27-23 Bills victory. Well, hello, yes. Kickoff's about to ensue. Like I said, I'm going to predict Bills 27-23. I think this will be a close one. And it is going to be a touchback. So first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, Miami's down a couple of their running backs who are injured. So it'll also be interesting to see if they're able to establish a run game. Well, no, A-Chain's back. Hold a second. Did they just say they were just holding him out? All day, but my dad is the stands. Probably so. Oh yeah, you did say you're from Miami. First down 10 from the 30-yard line. Tua and shotgun from drops by the pass, throws to the left. It's going to be two. Is that Waddle? Looks like Waddle only for about a 4-yard gain though. So second down about 6. I'm trying to remember. I thought there was a someone who said that there was. Look at the inactives tonight. I might have just gotten bad reporting. I should gain a 3. Second down 7 from the 33-yard line. Going to be a handoff on the right side. Got a whole lane. Going to make a man miss. Going to give about to the 39-yard line. Pick up of about 6. So third down and 1. For some reason, my is unresponsive. Don't know why that is. I'm trying to see what the inactive for tonight is. That's what. All right, third down and 1. Gonna be I formation. Gonna send Smythe in motion over to the right. Gonna be fullback. I did not see that coming. Fullback run. Got about 3. That's what's his face? Hey, Ingold. Yeah, Alec Ingold. Picking up the first down. Why is my computer doing this? For some reason, my computer does not want to work. Well, doesn't want to look up anything. That's weird. Oh well, I just won't worry about it. Oh, seeing if Josh Allen's doing good with his wrist, yeah. Mostert. Okay, so HN's good, just Mostert's out. Okay. All right, going to bring in a motion. Going to have HN over to the right side, and is unfortunately not going to make a man miss. That is, I think it's Rasul Douglas. Yeah, Rasul Douglas, number 31. About a 3-yard loss. 13 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Dolphins do get the first down, but unfortunately, a negative play is going to set them back a little bit. It's still amazing, like, Rasul Douglas was on the Panthers for a little bit, and then we let him go, which was dumb. And then he bounces around, goes to the Cardinals, then gets off their practice squad, goes to the Packers, makes a name for himself again, and now for the Buffalo Bills, he's been really good for them. So second down 13, Tua drops back to pass. He's got all day, going to take a shot. Oh my goodness. And overthrows. It was actually in pretty good coverage. Benford on Tyreek Hill there. Just threw it up, hoping that Hill can run underneath it, but third and 13. Yeah, Benford did a really good job on that coverage there. And then Taylor Rapp, number 9, also there. So it'll be third and long, 12:26 remaining in the first quarter. Two in a shotgun. He got bunch over to the left. Drop back pass. Throws and intercepted. Oh my gosh, intercepted at the 40-yard line, up to the 45, up to the 50, up to the 45. Makes a man miss 40, all the way to the 37-yard line. Just I don't know what the wide receiver is not looking at the ball. It was a good pass by Tua, but it got broken up and just fell into the hands of I think it was Ingram. That's not on Tua. I gotta look at that one again. It looked like the wide receiver got his head back late. Is that Robbie chosen Anderson? No, it's not. That's 84. Who is 88? Yeah, he just wasn't ready for it. He didn't have his eyes looking at it or nothing. So not really on Tua there, but unfortunate. So it's gonna be first down 10. Great field position from the 37-yard line. Josh Allen drops back a pass, quick pass to Kincaid. That's good. Going to get about 6. Oh goodness, going to get all the way up to that 9-yard gain because he just kept on pushing through after the first contact. Second down and short with 12 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Like I said, Bills are in great field position. Yep, 9-yard gain, second and 1. Josh Allen under center. Bunch to the right. It's going to be a handoff to James Cook. He's going to cut back again, and tries to make another man miss, but gets stopped. Unfortunately, he does get a first down. Well, fortunate for me, I'm going to go for the Buffalo Bills. But gains about 4 on the play. Josh Allen has, looks like something on his, he's taping up his hands. So it'll be interesting to see how he's able to hold on to that ball with that glove in his hand. First down 10 from the 24-yard line. It's going to be a quick pass to also Kincaid. He's going to be like a tight end screen. He's going to get about 8. They are just, they are moving the ball so far, and it's going through Kincaid. Second down and 2. I'm wondering if they're going to do a lot of quick passes because of the fact that Miami has been blitzing so much, especially they did that against the Jaguars. And oh goodness, he got kneed in the face. So second down 2 under center. It's going to be another play action pass, and they're just going to throw it away. Nobody was really open, so they're going to be third down 2, 10:37 remaining in the first quarter. Yeah, no, not the start for the Dolphins. Like I said, it really wasn't on Tua. The wide receiver just didn't get his head around on time, and it was a great defensive play. Fell right in the hands of the defender. You know, it's one of those unlucky bounces. All right, third down 2. All right, Josh Allen shotgun. Going to drop back. A handoff, and is immediate pressure. That was the linebacker who shot to the gap there and loses about 2. So it's going to be fourth down, field goal unit coming on. Oh, no, actually, they're going to go for it. Okay, never mind. All right, 4th and 3, so only a loss of 1. Crowd is rocking. All right, going to be empty set for Josh Allen. Oh, no, actually, no. James Cook is to his left. And shotgun. 8 seconds remaining. 6, 5, 4. Going to have to call timeout. That's what I thought. The play clock was winding down. Very, very loud crowd. You can tell from the stream. It's getting loud at High Rock. Plus, I'm wondering if you kind of want to mull it over a little bit. If you want to take the field goal, I mean, take the points, get points off of turnovers. It's swing the right direction, but I don't know. It's 4th and 3, so it's still manageable for someone like Josh Allen. Yep, they're going for it. All right, 4th and 3. It's possible. I think they'll probably have him like empty set or like in a shotgun and allow him to have an RPO if he wants to. Because like I said, like he has the body to be able to pick up an extra yard after contact. So, all right, 4th down 3. Going to be a shotgun. Bunch formation over to the left. James Cook's to his right. Sim Samuel over and back. Draws back a pass. Oh, he's wide open. James Cook up to the 10, up to the 5, and that is a touchdown. James Cook back in Miami. Oh my goodness. It was a nice play design. I like that play design. It was like just snuck him out of the backfield. Nobody was there. Yeah. Like I said, I want to go to pretty much every single NFL stadium, but like Miami Stadium seems kind of cool. The Hard Rock Stadium seems pretty cool. But it's just a great play design. I mean, if you're man on man in that situation, it's kind of hard for you to keep up with James Cook to begin with. But you got to go through all that trash just to be able to get, just be able to cover him. So, great play design, great execution, touchdown Bills. Let's see if they get an extra point. And it is up and good. So 7-0 Buffalo Bills after that turnover. Gets up and scores touchdown. 9:49 remaining in the first quarter. Yeah, I'm happy. I got Cook and see I have him in both my leagues, I think, because I have one just for like my friends and then one that's competitive. I think I got both because I remember I made sure I got Saquon Barkley and James Cook were like most of my first two picks, so I'm pretty sure I got both of them. But yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I need that for fantasy. I mean, Miami was like I said, Miami was able to move the ball. It's just unfortunate for the interception. Let me look back and see who was. I don't remember 88's name outside of like Waddle, Hill, stuff like that. Sometimes it's kind of hard to remember who the Dolphins wide receivers are. Let's see here. Okay, this is not Malik Washington. I like Malik Washington coming out. Is it Grant DeBose? Yes, Grant DeBose. Oh, from Charlotte. Okay, yeah. I remember him. I remember him. Um, that's unfortunate. I liked him. I liked him decently coming out. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, not this past draft, but the draft before that. Yeah, I don't like. I get that some people do a lot of fantasy, like have like a lot of teams. I just couldn't keep up with it. I have like I used to only do one, and then now I have like two because just like trying to keep up with everybody too. It's just that's just a lot. So mm, let's see something. I was just saying that I'm live. I was looking at my email just because I thought I saw something, but it's just saying like, "Hey, you're live." Yeah, yeah, I know, I'm live. I'm currently live. I'm not unexpectedly live like Shannon Sharp. Anyways, gonna go back to the game. Like I said, it's still 7-0. Going to be a kickoff for Bates, not Bates, Tyler Bass, and it's going to be a touchback. So first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Dolphins. All right, Tua. What happened there? Okay, Tua in shotgun with HN to his left. Well, not really in shotgun. Going to be a play action pass. Tua is going to dump it off to number 9, who's going to get to the 35, up to the 40, up to the 45, all the way to the 46-yard line. Is that who I think it is? Yes, it is John Smith. That's what I thought. I like when he went there because I mean, obviously he's a super duper fast tight end. He's be better benefit in this system than he was in Arthur Smith's system, so that's good for him. Also, I really love these jerseys for the Dolphins. They'll be empty set for Tua for first down 10, 9:15 remaining in the first quarter from the 45-yard line. All right, going to bring Achane back inside. Oh, going to hand it off, and oh my gosh, that is nice. I did not see that happen. It's end around with Jalen Waddle, who's going to get 5 yards. Oh my gosh, they got me on that one. I got to look back at that one again. It was like a handoff, and okay, like I said, they got to slow it down for a second. I'll go back to well, I guess they're not gonna replay it. It looked like he handed it off and then like a flea flicker pass, toss it back to him and then handed it off to him. I don't know what happened there. Going to be a handoff, a pitch to Tyreek Hill's going to get the first down, get up to about the 47-yard line of the Bills. So first down 10 for the Dolphins. So with the they yeah, goodness gracious, for them to adjust the rule, I think that I was listening to I can't remember if it was Brett Coleman who it was, but basically like there's been an uptick in returns, so I don't think it's as egregious because there's still people who are returning, but I think it'll probably be until the end of the season that they adjust because they're not. I don't think they're going to adjust it on the fly. That should be a false start. Yep, false start on the tight end on the left side, so it's gonna be first down to 15. But I don't see them. I don't see them changing it mid-season. Like I said, it'll be one of those conversations that they'll have, like in those. I don't remember where it is, but when they have those owner meetings, they'll probably like discuss it. Mm. Imagine the NFL is pleased with everyone just taking a touchback. Yeah, yeah. I think it really depends on the special teams. Like obviously, like the Saints, they make sure like that they kicked it inbounds. The Lions did the same exact thing too. Going to be a pitch to Achan's got a whole bunch of blockers up to the 40, up to the 40, 35, up to the almost the first down dimension where they mark him about a yard short. So gain of about 14 there by Devon Achan over to the right side. Nice pitch there. I always like their pitch because Tua is left-handed. They're able to kind of like do a little misdirection because I mean you don't have many left-handed quarterbacks in the NFL. So it's interesting to see how like Miami kind of works that. But yeah, I think they'll do it in the off season, but there is still some upticks. But like it depends on the upticks. That should be a false start. But gonna be hand off to Achan, who's gonna make a man miss. Gonna make it all the way to the. I think they were on the. I'm trying to remember what yard line they were on. Trying to think of both things. Um, but there are some returns. Depends on the special teams coordinator. It'll just depend later on in the season. Maybe you'll see an uptick of people just kicking it out of the back of the end zone. Then it'll be adjusted to try to make more people want to return it. So first down 10 from the 24-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. Looks like Tyreek Hill's to the crouch to the left of Tua. Kind of a bad snap. Gets adjusted, but only gains about a yard. A little bit of a bad snap over to the left of Tua. Hello, Daniel. All teams going would just take touchbacks. They know the strategic advantage of it. I think, like I said, well, the way that it was described to me, the Saints special teams coordinator is the one who really pushed for this change, and because of the fact that he was able to have so many people, I'll continue this after this play. Second down 10. Tua drops back to pass. Surveying, just going to dump it off to Jeff Wilson, who's going to get about 6. So good on Jeff Wilson. So it'll be third down and manageable. Third down about 4. But yeah, so the Saints special teams coordinator made the Panthers like have to return the punt, have to return the kickoff, and because like it's kind of like hard like to really like block when you're like really close up to each other. there was like holding penalties, there was blocking the back penalties, and it sets up the defense well because it pushes the offense back. And that's where people were kind of saying like they can see the strategy depends on like how you feel about your special teams. Third down 4, Tua is going to drop back pass, going to throw it to Jalen Waddle, who's going to get touchdown. Touchdown, makes a man miss, makes DeMar Hamlin miss. Oh no, they're going to mark him down short. I thought he had that. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. I'm pretty sure that's a touchdown. They're going to review it, but he makes DeMar Hamlin miss, and I think that's a touchdown. Let's see. Depends. It'll be close. Going. Oh, I already answered that. Okay, yeah, he was short. Okay. All right, Tua's going to send Hill into motion. Going to throw. Oh, hand it off. Oh, and he fumbles. Oh my goodness. A flag. Okay, that was a whole bunch of mess. Was he down? Was it a fumble? What's the flag? Like, there's all kind of chaos going on. When I said Hill, I meant Hill, the tight end. False start on Eichenberg, so that's good on them because that could have been a fumble. So it's going to back them up all the way to about the 5-yard line. First and goal. 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. Bills are still up 7-0. Oh yes, yeah, that's a false start. Third and short, make a decent drive of the field. Yeah. Like I said, like it was just a dumb mistake on the Dolphins in their beginning drive. Like it wasn't even Tua's fault, but going to be a handoff, and it's going to make a man miss, and it's only going to get about a yard though. So it'll still be second down and goal from the 5. So they were at the 6, now they're at the 5. That's pretty much all. That's pretty much all it has been so far. Is that both teams have been able to move the ball. Dolphins are fortunate for that pick, but they're second and goal from the 5. Great scoring position right now. All right, 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. Tua's got Ingold going to stretch him out. Not stretch him out. Goodness gracious. Throw it to Achane, who's going to make a man miss and just walk in. Great job, Achane there, making a man miss, shaking him out of his boots, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Dolphins. 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. I remember loving him so much out of Texas A&M. I saw also like a nice Smith, but he hasn't really been implemented that much in Philly. But both of them are just monsters at Texas A&M. Like I said, that's great play design too, because you have your fullback out there basically just be able to block your cornerback. So both offensive coordinators are really showing out right now. Kick is up and kick is good, so it is tied up 7-7, 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. Like I said, I still think like that's the reason why I had it as like a 27-23 kind of game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, mainly because it's Thursday, so people have a less rest. Defenses are probably going to be a little bit tired, especially being in that Miami Heat. It's like I said, the humidity is still going to be awful because it's humidity in the South is no joke. But I'm probably expecting like in the third, fourth quarter, you're going to start seeing some cramps. Let's see something. Let me look. What was I was looking up something. I can't remember what I was looking up. I can't remember. It'll come back to me. It always does. Don't you when that happens? Like you're thinking about something you need to look up or something that you gotta do, and then you totally forget about it. And sometimes it's like you leaving a room or it just come to you like just randomly. I did not expect a I did not expect a Jason Kelsey in a robe for Campbell's Chunky Noodle Soup. I was not expecting that commercial. That was interesting. Test run for the Dolphins failed the past 2 years. Yeah, like so. I think was it. Yeah, it was last year. So last year was when the Dolphins were able to beat them at home, but it was a day game early in the season, and that was when what's his face? He was Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey like went off and they caught him on camera. Um, but I think that's like isn't it like that's the last time the Dolphins beat the Bills, and then the last time they beat the Bills in a long stretch too. So like I said, they just been able to dominate the last couple of years. But that's where I'm saying that it's interesting to see like the differences in both teams because like obviously Miami's super duper hot, super duper humid. So whenever they have to play in Miami early in the year, it's pretty tough for the to the Bills. I mean like you're not used to that. You're gonna be used to that kind of weather, being up in Buffalo. But it's the total opposite whenever Miami has to go up to Buffalo because it's always cold. Kickoff's about to ensue. But yeah, it's gonna be a back and forth game for sure. Still tied up 7-7, 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. First down and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. To me, and I put no, I'll talk about it a little bit once we get past this first play. First down 10 from the 30. Going to be a handoff to James Cook. Going to try the middle of the field, get about three. Well, probably about two or three. So second down 8, second down 7. David Long on the tackle. Loved him too. Oh, not Bernard. He was playing so well. Terrell Bernard is going to the locker room. That is not good for this Buffalo defense. So pick up a 3, second down 7. Josh Allen a shotgun with James Cook over to his right. Drops back to pass. Has got time. Throws across the middle, and that's going to be to Shakir. That's great for me because that's another person I have on my fantasy team. Gets about third down and 1, 2:43 remaining in the first quarter. The says for how they can play against good teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, both these teams are going to be pushing not only for the AFC East, but also for playoffs. I guess in my predictions, kind of what I was saying before, I think that history might repeat itself, where the Dolphins might flounder in December, January, because their December, January schedule is rough. But I think this will be determined. Oh, it's a fumble, and Josh Allen drops back to pass. He's going to scramble to his right, and gets batted down by, is that Calais Campbell? Yes, it is. Almost a disastrous play, turns into just an incomplete pass. Great job by Calais Campbell there. Fourth and 1, 2:07 remaining in the first quarter. But yeah, I think that the Dolphins, unfortunately, are going to fall short. I could be wrong, but I just think that they have too tough of a schedule to end the year. That when it really matters most, that's what's that December and January is going to depending on how you seed. And I think unfortunately, if everything goes the way it usually goes, they're going to fail. Martin is on the pit. Oh, almost blocked by Calais Campbell there. And it's going to be a great punt, and it's going to be fielded at about the 16-yard line. So first down 10 from the 16 for Miami. Yeah, like I said, I think I don't want to be rude because, like I said, I still think that Miami is a good team, and I think they're especially a good team early in the season. But it's one of those things that it's like every single year they start to kind of flounder at the end of the season. Like last year, they pretty much had the AFC East locked up, and then they continuously lost. 2 years ago is kind of the same exact ordeal, where they were another really good team. They kind of started to flounder towards December and January football. It's an unhealthy trend that I hope they buck, but until they do, I'm still going to predict that they will. Unfortunately, yeah, it does depend on the weather. I truly do think that if Miami did win that last week one Last week 17, week 18 game. Goodness gracious, last game of the season. If they did beat the Buffalo Bills, then they might have. Well, they definitely should have beaten the seventh seed that year. So at least would have gotten their first playoff win since 2000. I think it's the last time they won is 2000. Um, but it's unfortunate that because they lost, they had to go to the frigid temperature of Kansas City, which they definitely are not suited for. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of similar to the Cowboys. The Cowboys just in general are a regular season team. Like I still like people who were saying that the Cowboys are going to be 9-8 this year. I think they're still talented enough that they still should be like an 11 wins season, something like that. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. But like always, they're going to falter, and it's just one of those things that like until like you actually prove that you can deliver when like when the games actually matter, then most people are just going to count you out, and they're going to be justified in doing so. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure last year both teams hadn't beat a team with a winning record, and then they face off against each other, so they were able to say like, "Oh, well, we played a good team," but they both didn't look great even then, and that was the problem. Is like just going in, you were kind of seeing that both of them were good teams, but not great teams because they could not beat the teams that were either on their level or were supposed to be better than them. All right, so it's gonna be first down 10. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-7 game from the 16-yard line. Tua is going to hand it off to Achane. He's going to try the left side. He's going to make a man miss. Oh, not really. Great wrap-up tackle by, is that, who's 54? I'm trying to think of 54 is. It's so weird. Um, I lost my train of thought there. I don't know what I was going to say. They're showing all the different handoffs, all the different like stuff that the Miami does. I do, like I said, I do appreciate that from Mike McDonald, Mike McDaniel. He's like really savvy as far as like run fits too. Going to be a swing to Tyreek Hill. He's got some space. Going to about to the 29-yard line. So great run by him. Get a first down as well. And he's on the sidelines. Get a little bit of a breather. He's already got some blood on his jersey. Don't know how that happened. Or what looks like blood. First down 10. 1:05 to go in the first quarter. All right, Tua is going to be in pistol formation. Ingle is going to be to his left. Now moves to his right. He's going to drop back and pass. He's got time taking a shot, and intercepted. That's bad. That was a bad one. Thrown straight to 47 over Robbie Chosen's head. That's bad. I don't know if he just expected Chosen to continue running or if what happened there because also Benford's back out there. That's what I thought. I was like I saw 47. I thought Benford went in, but no, it was Bernard. Never mind, my bad. They're so close. Bernard 43, the linebacker, he's the one who went to the locker room. Benford's the one who was covering Tyreek Hill on that long deep shot too, but he just threw it right to him. Mm. Well, see if the Bills can capitalize. Yeah, it's just I still think that. Well, I'll talk more about two after this. First down 10 from the 44-yard line. Going to be handled to Shakir. Great, got blockers. Going to make a man miss, and we give about two though. Miami able to rally on that one. Probably the last play of the first quarter with 25 seconds remaining. I think Tua is a good quarterback who can be great at times, who fits really well in the Dolphins system. Like in the same exact way that I feel about Brock Purdy in the San Francisco 49ers system, I feel the same way about Tua being in Mike McDaniel's system. They fit really well. Tua has really good placement. catches in stride. Like that's what it was at Bama too when he had speed as well. I mean, obviously being an Auburn fan, I saw all the time. I do think that Tua is not going to be the quarterback that's going to solely be the reason that you win, which rarely happens. Like, you can say that Mahomes early on in his career was the sole reason why they won. Then his defense got even better, so he didn't have to play hero ball. Same thing for Josh Allen. Sometimes Josh Allen is the reason why like the Bills are winning, but early on in his career, the defense definitely helped him out. For Tua's case, it's really unfortunate that um, the defense, though I feel like the secondary is good. The front seven either gets injured during the season. I mean, that's what happened last season. It was hard to watch. Like all their edge rushers pretty much just got hurt to end the season. But they're showing the Rings of Power commercial. I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. But going back to Tua, I still think he's a good quarterback. I think he can be great. He's just not going to be. He's not going to be the one that's going to lift up a good team to be a Super Bowl winner. It's going to have to be a great team. I think I try to make my point correct. I guess I'm trying to be nice while also still showing that I still have support for Tua because I think he's still a good quarterback. Well, that's one support. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the first one wasn't on him, but that one, unless like Robbie just stopped running on the play, that one was on him. I think it would be the sole reason that Daniels would be more free with playmaking with a different quarterback. Okay, so like, if what had happened last offseason before Lamar got paid, and where there was this stipulation where they were going to try to see if like potentially Lamar could go back to Florida, go to Miami, then yes, I think that would be even more dynamic because of the fact of like all the different schemes that he like not all the different schemes but like all the different like running schemes that he designs with all the different like motions and all that kind of stuff would definitely benefit more from a mobile quarterback like Lamar. However, from the passing game standpoint, it works with Tua because of the fact that he's left-handed, because he's pretty accurate, and he has touch on the ball. It's just unfortunate, like sometimes his decision making isn't the best, and like other things he might be limited in. But I still think he's going to be the best one that you could potentially get. I don't think you can really get a game changing quarterback that's going to be different than Tua. If that's where I'm thinking. Second down 8, Josh Allen makes a man miss and fakes again. It's going to slide. Going to get about 2 or 3 on that play. Had a nickel screaming down on him and pump fakes, making him jump up in the air. Great play by Josh Allen. Picks up a couple yards, makes the third manageable. Our third down to 5. 14:32 remaining in the second quarter. Sorry about that. Josh Allen a shotgun. Going to drop back to pass. He's got time. He's got plenty of time. Throwing 3 rushers and throws it. That's Shakir. That's freaking go. Shakir, a gain of about, I'd say about, probably about 12 in that one. First down 10. Clock is running. Like I said, they only rushed 3, which is surprising. Yeah. Okay. So okay, that's weird. They rushed 3. They sent Calais Campbell into coverage, which I mean, yes, big body, long arms, but still strange. Anyways, first down 10 from the 28-yard line. Going to be as a false start. How did they not call a false start there? Oh my gosh, great recovery by James Cook, who makes it into a positive play. It should have been a loss of like 3 there by Jalen Ramsey, but a great adjustment by James Cook there. Don't know how he had the balance just to be able to get back up, and he gains about 3. But that is a definite false start Yeah, that's a definite false start on Keon Coleman, who also does not know how to block. Goodness gracious, he barely passed off Jalen Ramsey, and then he also barely touched the linebacker. So I don't know what he was he supposed to do a crackdown block? I don't know what he's supposed to do, but that was bad. Second down 7, play clock's winding down. Josh Allen in the shotgun, going to drop back to pass, has got time, and throws, and it's going to be almost caught by Curtis Samuel. Great throw. Give him every opportunity to catch that one. Third down 7, 12:50 remaining in the second quarter. Brooks on the coverage there. I love Brooks from he was at Texas Tech, came out of Texas Tech. They got him from Seattle. I'm kind of surprised that Seattle let him go. Blazing fast, can even cover wide receiver, which is crazy as being a linebacker. Got his hand up there, and then the ball just bounced off his helmet. All right, third down 7 for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, the shotgun. Going to drop back to pass. He's got time. Got time surveying the field. Throws it, and my TV's froze, but he missed it. I think they're trying to throw it to the running back, but no avail. 4th and 7 is going to try for a field goal. 12:45 remaining in the second quarter. At least it's only a field goal. Let's see if Tyler Bass makes it. I mean, he should, but no. You never know. 43-yard field goal. All right, snap, hold, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So 10-7 for the Buffalo Bills. 12:41 remaining in the second quarter. That still kind of bothered me with Keon Coleman not really blocking there. He has decides to be able to do it. So I don't know if he must have had a different assignment because they know he just passed it off. So hey, Tua has thrown 2 picks. So, but he also has a touchdown. Um, Thankfully, it's only been a field goal, so still like tight game, still 10-7. But yeah, the Dolphins have really been hurting themselves. Like I said, they've been able to move the ball, but those 2 interceptions are really really killing them so far. Can hold up Mike Davis, had time to adjust. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I said, it's really and truthfully like the how your season goes is going to depend on your defense. Anthony Weaver, I'm trying to remember as far as like his other experience that he's had, but like I know that obviously you lost some pretty key figures in your defense. Losing Van Ginkel is that's really hard. He bought out for the Vikings, and I knew as soon as he went there he was going to because he played really well for y'all last year. Um, Obviously, Shaq Barrett retiring is also not good, and then also um, Phillips being back is good, and Chubb, both of them coming off of very serious injuries. You're just hoping that they can still be the same as that player they were before they got injured, and that's where like I'm very concerned about. Chop Robinson isn't ready just yet. Obviously, coming out of college, he had a very great first step, but I was still concerned about his technique. He didn't really have that many pass rush moves outside of just leaning on the first step and then using that. Um, that's right. He was at Baltimore. That's right. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things where like that's where I'm concerned about this Miami's offense. Well, it's Miami's team because like obviously your offense is going to score points. I'm just I'm iffy on your defense if it can hold up. All right, about to be back to play. Right now they're just showing Roger Goodell. I feel it's weird they're just showing them having a conversation and them not knowing they're being videoed. All right, so Tyler Bass on to kick it away, and it's going to be a touchback. So first down, 10 from the 30-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, they're showing Benford right now. Like I said, Benford's the one who caused the interception. He also got himself an interception on Robbie Chosen, and then he also covered Tyreek Hill like down the field like pretty well. So like that's one of the things. Like I'm trying to remember. I think he is a isn't he? I think he's in his second year because last year he kind of showed out as well. He might have been third year player, but I know like last year's when I really like. Oh crap, this dude's pretty good. All right, so first down 10, two tight ends. Gonna send Smythe over to the left. Gonna be handoff to 25. 25 is I can't remember. Is that who I think it is? Oh, that's right, Jalen Wright. Okay, that's right. That's right. Picks up about 3 or 4 in the play. So second down and about 7, about 6, depends on where they spot him. 12-18, remember. 12-18 remaining in the second quarter. Second down 7 from the 33-yard line. That should be a false start. Not going to call it. Jalen Wright goes up the middle, go up to the 40, up to about the 44-yard line. So great run, but Jalen Wright there gets the first down. There is a flag. They are not calling false start penalties, unless they're calling it right now. Holding. Holding on Armstead there. So it's going to back him up a little bit, see if it was egregious. If it's egregious, then yeah, you can throw it. But if it's like just kind of, then I usually don't. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's hold. He got up underneath, which is weird because like I mean you're a veteran tackle. You're a really good tackle. I don't know why you're doing that, but I mean it is on Ed Oliver, so there's that too. So second down 17, really bad for the Miami Dolphins. Tua drops back a pass, is going to shovel it to Johnny Smith. He's got blockers up to 30, up to 35, up to about the 37-yard line. So great game, makes it a 3rd and 3 situation on that tight end screen. Yeah, like I said, honestly, if you keep it a low, like as long as like a 3 point like deficit, even in the first half, like that's ideally because honestly, you're in home field advantage. You're still in the game, but I do think they'll be able to score on this drive right now. Tua throws it. Oh, he just misses Tyreek Hill. 4th and 3, going to have to punt this ball away. 11:02 remaining in the second quarter. As soon as they say they're going to score on this drive, they don't. Yeah, he just kind of fell there a little bit. Kind of lost his footing. Yeah, it's not like I said, it's not a bad throw. Just Tyreek Hill kind of lost his footing there. Don't know what happened. So 4th and 3, going to have to punt it away. And the kick is away, and it is going to be fair caught at the 15-yard line. It's first down 10 for the 15 for the Buffalo Bills. And we're going to go to commercial break. I'm interested to see what the Bills do on this drive. I would probably try to establish a run. Obviously, trying to you still have plenty of time left in the second quarter, but you want to kind of limit the Miami's chances. So like if you let's just say you have like a 3 to 4 minute drive, then you put it at 7 minutes. So that still should give you another time to have another drive while also not giving Miami 2 chances. So I think ideally they're probably going to try to run. Are they doing a Dexter original? What in the world? Yes, they are. They're doing a Dexter origin story. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like a lot of studios are just doing like origin stories for TV shows or like spin-offs of TV shows because they just know that there's going to be a fan base for it, but it's not like original content, which I don't know. I'd rather have some kind of original story. Having a rough throwing day, seemingly by minimal fault of his own. Yeah, like I said, we already said like the first pick wasn't really on him. The second one, yeah, it's kind of bad, but yeah, like I said, it's one of those early kind of season things you're gonna have. Unfortunately, not connecting on things you're going to later on the season. Um, but yeah, I think I mean you're still within three, so it's not too bad right now. But if Buffalo does score a touchdown, then yeah, it'll be kind of bad. That's for sure. Look how beautiful that stadium is, dude. They're talking about the Tyreek Hill situation with the police. Obviously, that's going to continue to develop over the next couple of weeks. So we're not going to know exactly like as far as the charges or like whatever's going to happen for the next couple of weeks. But that's it's horrible on both parts as far as just like escalating the situation. But anyways, first down 10 from the 15-yard line. Josh Allen under center. That's another false start that call him. And it's going to be a dump off number 22, who's going to try to get the edge and loses a yard. Not That's a Ray Davis from Kentucky, rookie, tackled by Chop Robinson there. Going to need a big second half. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, it's not you're not in a terrible situation, but not being able to not really be able to establish not really being able to establish yourself, or like just like some of the small little stuff you need to clean up. I think you'll be fine in the second half. But yeah, so far it's just been miscues of miscues. Josh Allen drops back a pass. That should be a hold. And oh my gosh, how did he catch that? And that might be a targeting or a defensive player, but thread the needle to Khalil Shakir. I'm surprised that they didn't call a holding on Deion Dawkins there on Chop Robinson, but I think that's a defensive player. Going to drop it because looks bad on the city. Yeah, yeah, I agree. And that's Jordan Poyer on non-necessary roughness. So yeah, they like I said, let's see. Yeah, they're gonna call it. They're gonna call it anytime it's helmet to helmet or like his shoulder. Technically, he hit him in the shoulder and then the helmet, but like, yeah, they're gonna call that. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just small stuff for Miami right now. Like you're still in the game, but you're killing yourself with just like the small mental errors. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I mean, it's 4 penalties to zero, so like that's pretty much shows you the name of the game. Josh Under the center at midfield. Going to be a handoff to Ray Davis. He's going to try the middle field, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, gets about a 8 to 9 yard gain. Ray Davis establishing the run. Like I said, he is small, but he is thick for sure. I think he's still. I know he's like 5. Oh goodness, I think is he 5'8"? I know he's short. He's either 5'8" or 5'9", but he's like 222, 25, like very very thick, small running back. Josh Allen under center, second down and 2. Going to be another handoff to Ray Davis. Makes another man miss. Gets to 35 up to the 32-yard line. Like I said, if I'm Buffalo, I'm just running the ball down their throat. One, because you give your defense a little bit of a breathing room. Two is because you want to give yourself another opportunity to get the ball before the second half, but you also want to kind of limit it for Miami. But if you score a touchdown here, you're sitting pretty because you're up by 10. So 8:55 remaining in the second quarter. First down and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, better say to start with the helmet. All right, gonna hand it off to Ray Davis. Gonna make another man miss, and unfortunately, they're all over that one. Too much shake and bake there. Not enough north and south. So no gain on the play. Second down and 10. Yeah. like I said, I'm sure the other game, which other game it was that I was watching that it was just like the smaller mistakes. It was the Lions game. The Rams were making very similar, just like small mistakes, like penalties and stuff like that. Also for the Ravens were also doing it where they were like drive killers or drive extenders. It's just dumb. Second down and 11, so it was a loss of one. That is a false start on the right tackle by Spencer Brown. Yeah. So it's going to be second down and 16. 8:01 left to go in the second quarter. Play clock was winding down, so I get it, but that's the first penalty on the Bills so far. Yeah, your Ravens also, yeah. All right, second down 16 for the Buffalo Bills. All right, Josh Allen the shotgun with James Cook over to his right. Drops back to pass. Has got time, got plenty of time. Throws it to Shakir. He's going to catch it, but only gain about 3 or 4 yards in the play. So third and long, 7:40 remaining in the second quarter. Yes, the first false start they called, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's been a couple of them that they probably should have called. Like I said, Keon Coleman on the bad block that he had. There was a false start on that. A couple other false starts they're not calling. A couple of holds they're not calling. Third and 12, 7:20 remaining in the second quarter. This is a big stop for the Miami Dolphins if they can get it. Josh Allen alone drops back to pass. Has got time. Has got time. Scrambling out to his right, and is going to throw on the line, and that is going to be all the way to that's all the way to the one. Is that Ray Davis? No, it's number 26. Who's 26? I can't remember 26 but the first and goal from the one on a wheel route. It looks like. Oh, it's Johnson. That's right. That's right. It's a wheel route by him against Jalen Ramsey. Cuts inside. Jalen Ramsey's caught flat-footed. All the way down to the one. So first and goal for the Bills. Josh Allen or center. James Cook's in the backfield. Just hand it off James Cook. That would be nice. That's where he can go, and that's a walk-in touchdown. Walk-in touchdown. Touchdown number 2 for James Cook. 16-7 for the Bills. 6:25 remaining in the second quarter. Like you said, putting a little pressure on them Dolphins. Yeah, it's 85 yards in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Like I said, it's a very, very commanding drive for the Buffalo Bills. It's still, I mean, still got plenty of time, but it is putting a little bit of pressure on the Dolphins. You've been able to move your offense, but those small little things, turnovers, the penalties, it's killing you so far. All right, Todd Bass on to kick the extra point. And it is right down the middle. So it's going to be 17-7, 6:25 remaining in the second quarter. Probably going to go to commercial break. Hmm. Let's see here. I want to look at the time possession. It's pretty much tied on the time possession. And I mean that's kind of like indicative of the fact like it's still a close game. It's just Miami just kind of killing themselves. Pressure on them. I see how many they can get. Yeah, it's like I said. Even without like some of their best players, so like Matt Milano being out, which that's another unfortunate thing for the Buffalo Bills, having them out back to back seasons, um, and then uh, uh, Bernard being out. They're still a good defense. They're still an optimistic defense, even without Jordan Poyer, even without um, Jadavius White. Like they're still a good defense. So that's the reason why I think like the Bills are just very very like formidable. They showed it on the screen that in back to back years they've caused like some of the most turnovers for their defense, and it's an underrated part of the game because you basically just steal a possession. Hmm. All right, so kick out about to ensue. Jets versus Patriots next. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna be like a defensive game, but I'm still gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna try to stream every Thursday and Monday night game for sure. Um, and then Sunday night game just depends. Like I'm not streaming this Sunday night game because I don't know. To me, I just think the Texans are gonna win handily, and so I'm just like, I'm not gonna stream that one. But like I said, I'm gonna try to stream every single Monday and Thursday night game, and it's gonna be for a touchback. So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, so far it's just been touchbacks. Yeah, defense does win you the Super Bowl, that's for sure. Okay, looking back on that second one, it looks like Robbie Anderson just stops. I still put that blame on Tua. The first one isn't, but the second one I'm still gonna put on him. But it's still also Robbie stop too. So 1st down 10, 6:25 remaining in the second quarter. Tua with Achan in the backfield. That's okay. Gonna be handoff to Achan. He's gonna try the middle. Gonna get up to the 40, up to the 45, all the way to the 47-yard line. Didn't even get touched until they got up all the way to the 45. 1st and 10, great run by Devon Achan there, but also great blocking by the Dolphins offensive line. Just washed down that three technique. All right, so 1st down 10 from about the 47-yard line. 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. Going to be another handoff to Devon Achan. He's going to make another man miss. Gain of about 6, all the way up to about the 48-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. So gain of about 5 there. 2nd down 5. Devon Achan having a great game so far. Tyreek Hill has kind of been under wraps. Obviously had that long attempt, but besides that, he unfortunately tripped. But so far, the Buffalo Bills are trying to make sure that he is a non-factor so far in this game. Could be I formation, 2 under center. Going to be a handoff to Devon Achan's. Got blockers. Going to get. Ooh, I think he's actually 1 yard short of the first down line. Yep, 3rd and about 1. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, if I'm Miami, I'm like I said, just so far you're getting great push by your offensive line. Um, like I said, you're able to get basically like 5, even 8 yards a pop, pretty much at this point. Drain down the clock, make it a 3-point game. Go into halftime. I mean, like I said, you're still home. You're still looking good. Tua under center, I formation. Going to be a fullback run, and this gets stuffed immediately. Great job by the Buffalo Bills defense. Is that Williams? Yes, it is. Williams from Tulane. I liked him coming out last year. 2 years ago? I think it was 2. Yeah, 2 years ago. Just shoots the gap, and great. That's really just a great job also by Ed Oliver getting pressure in that from that C gap. 4th and 2, 4 minutes remaining. Miami's going for it. This is a very important. This is a very important 4th down. Empty set. Tua. What are you doing, Tua? Okay, that's on Tua. Tua with a not so collapsing pocket steps up into Ed Oliver. So I mean, Ed Oliver was beating the left tackle, not left tackle, left guard, but he still stepped up into. He didn't even try to escape. Yeah, he's having a bad game. Having a really bad game. So 17-7, Buffalo takes over near midfield. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is really bad for the Dolphins right now. Like I said, you're setting up Buffalo for really good field position. You still got like 4 minutes left to go in the game, so you can still like left to go in the first half. So you're still able to really, you can establish the run. You can try to run out all the clock pretty much if you're Buffalo. And if you go up, even only by a field goal, you're still up 20-7, which is really significant. Yeah, press two and he folds. Yep. Yeah, Tua is definitely going to get shredded. Unless something happens in the second half, Tua is going to be blamed a lot for this loss, and for like I said, for good reason. You can't have two turnovers regardless of whose fault it is. You can't have um, a bad fourth down, sack that's partially definitely on the left guard's fault. He got blown up, but he still stepped up into it. I like I said, it's still early in the game, so I'm still not going to be totally off on Tua for this game. But so far, it's not looking good. Look forward to the phone call tomorrow from your dad. If Tua doesn't straight out, Miami fans are gonna yeah, yeah. Now, like I said, like it's one of those things that until you really have either a playoff run or like in case of other quarterbacks, you have like a Super Bowl win or whatever. Until you have that, it's always going to be, um, you're still going to have to try to prove yourself because like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow are the kind of quarterbacks that yes they might not have a Super Bowl, but most of the time they're not going to have to really have you know those like difficult conversation, but like are they worthy of the money because yes they've taken their teams on long um, playoff rides. That has been the case for Tua, and when you're definitely struggling like you are right now, a lot of those questions are going to come back up because you did just pay. First down and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Dolphins. Josh Allen under center. Probably a handoff. Yep. Handoff to James Cook. He's going to try the middle of the field. Going to make a man miss. 40, 35, up to the 30, up to the 25, up to the 20, up to the 15, 10, 5. Oh my gosh, touchdown. James Cook is having the game of his life, and I am so thankful because I have my fantasy team. One play, swing, touchdown. Oh my goodness, that's 23-7. Ooh, Miami, you got to. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough if Miami does not. Like I said, Miami, you got 3:36. You still got all timeout, so you can still, try to score before half. But oh man, James Cook is eating tonight. 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. That's yeah, woohoo for me. That's what I was saying. Woohoo for me. Tyler Bass on the kick it away, and it is. Ooh, he's barely slid that one in. So still 24-7. Um, oh man. Yep, number 90 gets washed down. Well, actually gets triple teamed. And then I'm kind of glad that they don't call a hold because there was a hold, but it's not one of those ones that's going to be called. But like I said, James has just got that speed just to run away. Mm. Yeah, like I said, Tua is going to have to answer some questions if it continues on this. I'm kind of wondering because like I'm trying to think of like a past games. Did James Cook just always go off against Miami? I mean, obviously being from there, you kind of want to play in front of like your hometown, but I mean, he's having the first half to remember for sure. Who loses badly to the first good team they play this year sets a bad precedent. I agree. I agree. Like obviously, the Buffalo Bills are going to be a playoff team, and like the Jaguars, they have a history of collapsing. So like that's where like a lot of people are not really impressed with their win against Jacksonville because you had to come back. Um, Same exact way with the Bears win. Like you had to come back. You didn't look all that good to begin, but then you kind of like came on strong, or at least like in the Bears case, your defense came along strong. If I'm Tua, I need to come out of this half with no more mistakes. I need to be able to score this half, so you're still down by 2 possessions, but it's still gonna be manageable. All right, so first down 10 from the 30-yard line. Will be Jalen right in the backfield. Going to be a quick pass to Jalen Waddle. He's got blockers and great tackle by number 39. Goodness. Lewis on the tackle was able to get underneath the offensive lineman and ankle tackle Jalen Waddle for a no gain. He had blockers in front of him, so it would have been a dangerous play, but that's unfortunate. 3rd and 18 remaining in the second quarter. Second down and 10. Buffalo is still up 24-7. All right, to it and shotgun with Devon Achane to his right. Going to send him out. Going to be oh my goodness. Quick pass to Devon Achane. Got blockers up to the 40, up to the 43. That was very close to being pick six. That was very close to being pick six. Let's see here. Because Von Miller's come off the right side. Yeah. He almost runs right into that pass. Like it almost went right into him. A little bit of a hold there by the right guard, but still, right tackle. But great game by Devon Achane. Gets first down. First down, 10 from the 43-yard line. Tua going to send Jalen Waddle into motion. Going to be a run by Devon Achane. Kind of trips up there. Only gains about 4. So probably going to go to the 2-minute warning here. Second down, 6. Oh, only getting 3. So second down, 7. Like I said, this has been the name of the game. Miami's been able to move on down the field, but not be able to convert. They desperately need to get a score here. Going to go 2-minute warning, so we'll go to commercial break. Let me actually look at James Cook's stats. Like I said, he's going off. Let's see here. Okay, so 60 yards rushing on 5 carries, which is crazy. 12 yards pop. 2 rushing touchdowns. And then he has 1 reception for 17 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, it's just he's having a great game. Absolutely amazing game. That's New Orleans. Like I said, I kind of feel bad for Tua. Well, okay. I feel bad, but at the same time, you're still making a lot of money. So like, there's that kind of like thing. Whenever you're talking about a player, in the back of your mind, you're still like, you're sorry for them for like some of the pressure that might get put on them. Is there a LSU? Yes, there is. There's an LSU documentary coming, not a documentary, but like talking about all access. That's kind of fun. That is kind of interesting too. Like if it's showing off like star like collegiate athletes and like their day to day kind of stuff they do, especially I mean LSU with Jaden Daniels and Angel Reese. I like Olivia Dunn. Like obviously, there's the other connotation where a lot of unfortunately a lot of guys will do, but like she's also like top of the line as well, like top of the line gymnast. So like that's pretty crazy. I would have loved that happen at Auburn when Timmy Lou was here. Oh, dude, it's still kind of cool that I was at Auburn when an Olympian was here. Second down 7 from the 46-yard line. Devon Achane in the backfield with Tua. Going to be a toss, and he's got blockers, get up to the 50 and up to the 49-yard line. So third and about 2, 152 remaining in the second quarter. What did you say? Because I think they would on if they had decent options. Yeah, it's also just hard to find a franchise quarterback, and you can't necessarily trade for one because I mean, if you look at the other precedent, like you almost traded for Deshaun Watson, which I'm pretty sure you'd rather have Tua than Deshaun Watson. So I mean, at least there's that. Third down 2. Tua's going to throw it to. He gets smacked, but Johnny Smith gets the first down. First and 10 from about the 45-yard line. 1:12 left to go. There was a lot of teams that almost got Deshaun Watson. Obviously, we clown on the Browns, but they were not the only one to try to get Deshaun. First and 10, quick pass to Devon Achane. Going to get it all the way up to about the 41-yard line and out of bounds. 57 seconds remaining. Because if I remember correctly, pretty much every single NFC South team outside of the Buccaneers, like the Saints, the Falcons were the big ones. Unfortunately, the Panthers were in it for a little bit, and then I think the story came out of like the guarantees that Deshaun Watson wanted, and David Tepper was like no, which hey, David Tepper made a good decision there. Second down 6, that's another false start and an awkward run play. That's gonna lose. Oh my goodness, that's gonna lose like seven yards. 48 seconds remaining. Why are you not calling a timeout? Third down and okay, well, Miami gonna be third and about 12. After that, it was a kind of an awkward slip by Tua there, and kind of like messed up the time, but also like the Buffalo Bills just kind of snuffed that one out. Oh, so now why didn't you call a timeout? It was a 38. What are you? Okay, it's third down 11. They could have called a timeout earlier and saved themselves a good 6 or 7 seconds. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's one of those things that like a couple of stories that we might have forgotten because we kind of either suppressed that or just like totally forgot about it. But he was a hot commodity for a lot of people because obviously you think of like Lamar to Miami because that still would have been fun. Obviously he resigned with Baltimore, but Deshaun was a very big possibility for a lot of teams, and I think it was just the fact of like how much Cleveland was giving him, and it's really going to sink that team. A very talented team, but you can only go as far as your quarterback. So third and 11 from the 46-yard line, 33 seconds remaining. Tua going to drop back to pass, and is going to scramble out to the left. And he's going to try to run for that first down, get to the 40, and he's going to get the first down and get out of bounds with 27 seconds remaining. Great job by Tua there. First down 10. Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's poor clock management because, like I said, they didn't call a timeout from before, so they lost like 6 or 7 seconds. And then also you call it a run like that, which is still like if it's under 40 seconds and you still got all timeouts, you can call a run. But if it's a negative, then it looks really bad on you. Tua empty set here from this fourth down and 10. Going to bring in number 23, Jalen Wright. Right, Jalen Wright? No, it's not. That's not Jalen Wright. It's Jeff Wilson Jr. Going to toss it to him. Going to be a screen to him. 30 up to the 29-yard line. Going to call a timeout. 20 seconds remaining for Jeff Wilson Jr. on that. I guess he gets about like 6 yards on that play. Let's see here. I call is this like Dance's ceiling. I don't think he would play well on any other team. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, Tua fits the Dolphins' scheme. He fits what Mike McDaniels wants to do. But it also helps that like his strengths are aided by the fact that Miami has so much speed on their team. Because that's what Alabama had. Alabama had Devontae Smith. They had Henry Ruggs. Goes very fast. You had Jerry Jeudy. You had like all these great fast weapons that he was able to throw in stride. So that's the reason why Miami is a well-oiled machine when everything's going right because of Tua, because of their speed. But could Tua work out for the Tennessee Titans? No, absolutely not. Second down 7 from the 29-yard line. Tua drops the pass, throws it across the middle. It's the first one by Tyreek Hill. Gets the first down and going to be a timeout, I think. Yeah, with 16 seconds remaining, first down 10. I missed a couple of them, so let me see what else you said. Fleece the entire infant to this crazy new quarterback contracts. Yeah, I agree. I think anytime that there's like any humongous contracts, like maybe with a Christian Kirk situation that kind of build up the whole entire wide receiver market, with the fact that the NFL is making so much more money, the cap room is expanding, then players are able to ask for more money because there's more money available, and they're able to point at somebody who's making more money than be like, I should deserve to make at least as much as they are because I've accomplished more. So yeah, it definitely his Christian Kirk was a catalyst, and a lot of other ones were a catalyst of like the balloon of a lot of these big contracts. But I mean, it was already kind of working that way there with the NFL making more money. It was just a matter of time and whoever got paid first. It just doesn't look good because Christian Kirk has paid dividends, but Deshaun Watson definitely hasn't, and then also Russell Wilson didn't for the Broncos. Scoring 20 seconds. Yeah, like I said, bad clock management is going to pretty much force the Miami Dolphins to have to kick a field goal unless they just go for the end zone right here. But yeah, it's like I said, Miami's just hurting themselves. Yeah, it is kind of crazy that he got to determine it. He got to determine it while there were allegations. That's what's crazy to look back on. Is that it wasn't like it was before all the allegations. It was while there was distractions. He was able to determine how much he was going to get paid. Throws out to Jonnu Smith, who gets out of bounds. Gain of about 6. So second down of 4. 12 seconds remaining. Buffalo's pretty much just in the end zone, just like we're not going to let you score a touchdown. Oh, gain of 7 there. Sorry, second down 3. 12 seconds remaining. Like I said, Miami has no timeout, so they cannot be tackled inbounds. I think Buffalo called timeout. What was it? Let's see. For what $240 million quarterback looks like, which gives Dak pass for 240. Like I said, yeah. So I can see where people are upset about it, especially because like the $60 million a year. But from what I understand, that the money that he's getting paid, because they took a long time to do the contract, they were able to work out the contract that it's beneficial for the cap. Like I think it's able to kind of be like moved around a lot, like the money to be able to move around a lot, because that's the problem that Deshaun Watson is not able to be moved around because of like how his contract is set up. So I don't think Deshaun Watson's contract is bad, but on surface level, it's like $60 million a year. Yeah, that's a lot of money for someone who is great, but is never going to be elite and never going to be the reason why the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl. Second down 3, Tua drops back to pass, is going to try to scramble, throws out, and just throws it out of bounds. 8 seconds remaining, third down 3, probably going to take a shot at the end zone and then kick the field goal if they don't make it here. I know they're kicking field goal now. You're not gonna take another shot. You got 8 seconds. All right. So field goal kick for the Miami Dolphins. Trying to make it a two-score game. 34-yard field goal attempt. All right, Jason Sanders on a kick, and kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So it's gonna be 24 to goodness gracious, 24 to 10. 4 seconds remaining. Probably just gonna kick this one away, and they'll knee it, and then we'll go into halftime. That is kind of wild too, and I forgot the difference in the weather. If Miami had hosted, it was 86 degrees that weekend. The weekend that they had to go into -4 temperature, it was 86 degrees in January, which I'm sure is I don't know Miami weather in January, but I'm sure that's not you know not weird. Still, that's a massive difference. Goodness. Yeah, they're showing it right now. The last two seasons for Mike McDaniel, obviously, finishing with losing records in both of those seasons. Sorry, finishing with losing records the back half of the season when it's causing crunch time. It's going to be it's one of those things that's questioned not only for Tua but also for Mike McDaniel's as far as being the right guy. Now, obviously, I think that both of them are the right people for the job. Oh, Tyreek Hill's going back to the locker room. That's not good. He's only got one catch. They've done a really good job of holding him down, but hopefully he's not hurt. That is going to be a death blow to this Miami Dolphins team. Going to be a knee for Josh Allen, so we'll go into halftime. Let's see here. Shock to you system to go from extreme heat to cold. Yeah, I agree. And like I said, that's the difficulty of the playoffs, especially if you're playing a team that plays outside. Like, I can only imagine. Because like I said, I mean, I've been to some cold places, but I haven't like tried to play any sports in like really cold altitudes or anything like that, or like any like really windy games. So I can only imagine what it's like on your body. Mm. Needs a one seed to have a chance to playoffs. Well, maybe. Or okay, here's what I think. In order for Miami to truly truly be able to compete in the playoffs, yes, home field advantage would definitely help. But you can be a quote unquote finesse team if you have a different element that you can go towards. So, for instance, like for the longest time, the Packers had the Packers were another team that whenever they made deep in the playoffs, whenever they had to go against the 49ers or in the case against the Bucks, like one they would make they would make a good amount of mistakes that unfortunately you can't make in the playoffs, but they also would just get beat up on both the offensive and defensive line. Like that 49ers NFC Championship game where they were just able to run it down their throats. Like, it's kind of like the hallmark of being like a finesse team. You need to be able to have strong defensive lines and strong offensive lines to make it in the playoffs. Because at the end of the day, you have to establish a run game. You can have, you could pass the ball all you want to, but at the end of the day, if you're able to control the offense, control the field, that is how you're going to be able to win the playoffs. And that's why I said, like in the beginning, that's why I'm very concerned about the Dolphins, because the fact that like your healthier front seven is going to be able to hold up. I like some of the moves you made at linebacker. I love David Long. I love Jordan Brooks. Both of them are really athletic linebackers who can cover. But I'm still concerned about the overall health of especially your defensive line and your edges. So hopefully, like I said, Dolphins can't at least win a game in the playoffs. I mean, that's just really the first step. If you can win a game in the playoffs, I think any Miami Dolphins fan will be just satisfied that you can finally break that streak. But yeah, it's going to be very hard for the Dolphins, especially going into December, January football. Because I'm gonna look back at what their schedule is. I remember looking back at it, and it was a really tough schedule. I can imagine if Miami does not shape up soon, Tyreek will get. I don't know. He did just get paid, so it really depends. Let me see. Because I mean, okay, he got paid, and I don't think he's gonna try to get a trade request. Like he's already won. He's already won Super Bowl, so it's not like he needs to pursue another Super Bowl. He's already, as long as he has another good 2 or 3 seasons, he's pretty much gonna make the Hall of Fame. Um, just based on all his successes. So I don't know. I don't know if they'll try to if he'll get a trade request or even who will take that contract. Because by the time that especially if this is next year, I mean he's 30. He's still a really good wide receiver, but do you really want to trade asset? Maybe have to rework a contract. I don't know if you're a GM if you really want to do that. Let me look at their back half schedules. Like I said, I remember looking at it not too long ago, and it was pretty rough. Yeah. Okay. So they have from November 11th on. They have at Rams, Raiders, Patriots. Like maybe not. Then you got starting on Thanksgiving. You got at Packers. You got against the Jets, at Texans, against the 49ers, at the Browns, which still have a good defense and still going to be dangerous, and then at the Jets. Like I said, that is a rough really rough 6 game stretch to end the season, and that's where I'm concerned about with the Miami Dolphins. They're actually going to be able to deliver. Just one win, yeah. Like I said, it's you're hoping that you get enough of a for the first 10 weeks. You're hoping that you get enough of a win streak going that if you do lose a couple of those games, it's not going to be a detriment to you. And that's where I put them at 6-3 going into week 10, because I still think they're going to have a good record going into where they have that playoff push. It's just can they actually deliver, and I'm not sure that they can. Packers are the loss, Jets is the loss. Like I said, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be late in the season. The Jets, I think, are gonna be one of those teams that tries to come on strong in uh, at the end of the season, and they have the defense to do it for sure, especially that secondary. I mean, the 49ers the 49ers are also competing in a very difficult NFC. I know everyone looks at the AFC, especially because they have a plethora of young, talented quarterbacks, but the NFC is still going to be a rough go, especially you have the Rams, the 49ers, Eagles, Packers when Jordan Love comes back. All of those 4 teams are and the Lions are all Super Bowl contenders at this point in time. You still have good defenses, and you either have a good offense or you have an amazing offense. And it's going to be like the 49ers are not going to try to lose are not going to lose that game against Miami, especially when it's going to determine seeding. Already dipping in temperature. Last year we had a snow for Halloween, but Thanksgiving Lambeau is going to be freezing. Oh, I bet. That ooh, I've thought about it. And I'm probably not going to do so. So I guess I can already say I'm probably not going to stream um, holidays, except for I will be streaming the Halloween Thursday night game, but I'm probably not going to be streaming Thanksgiving game. So they obviously going to spend time with family. Um, but sorry, but yeah, Miami has a tough end of the schedule. The Steelers have a tough end of the schedule. Some of those teams that are going to be desperately needing to get a good lead because of just like how hard it's going to be. And if you're not a physical team, if you're more of like a finesse team, it's going to be very hard for you to continue on that path of continue on to have a successful season of being a consistent team. If you haven't been a consistent team for the past 2 years, I unfortunately just don't see it happening. Yeah, holiday games for the family. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where like it'll be fun too, but it's you need to spend time with your family. You need to um, have those memories as well. Which like I said, I enjoy watching the games with my family too. So I definitely still watch them. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else has a. The Panthers have a really rough end of the schedule. The Dolphins, Steelers, already said that. Um, who doesn't is the Colts. The Colts have a cakewalk. Honestly, if the Colts can get above 500, their last couple of games, their schedule is ridiculous. Okay, so from November 10th on, like I said, they have the Bills, they have the Jets, and they have the Lions. Very tough sledding. But then December on, they have at Patriots, which you're more talented than the Patriots, and by that time the Patriots might be looking for a top five seed, a top five pick. You got at Broncos, same exact ordeal. You got Titans, you got Giants, and you got Jaguars. So, like I said, they have a very very easy schedule to end the season, and it's one of those things where like the Colts and the Jets, I can see being those teams that start making the playoff push out of nowhere. They're like in the hunt for a good little bit, and then like steal that last um, playoff spot. I think they're going to be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think there's really anything else to add. Like I said, Dolphins just need to clean up their act. I mean, as far as like points not far, as far as like yardage, you're pretty much the same. You have more. They have more rushing yards than the Bills do. The Bills have more passing yards, but it just comes down to the fact that you just made mistakes. It's been one of those games. It's really weird seeing Carolina Panthers shirt for a fan deal ad. It's very weird seeing that, especially because I don't know how bad our season is going to be. If Rodgers healthy, that playoff spot is his. Yeah, I agree. You're hopeful that their run defense can kind of shape up because that was rough to watch on Monday, which they got physically dominated. Um, but later on the season, as long as they have competent quarterback play, they should be able to make the playoffs. And also they desperately need to. Like the Jets need to make the playoffs or everyone is gone. Everyone is fired. If they don't win a playoff game, maybe depends on how the playoff game goes. But especially if they don't make it, then everyone's gone. And I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers has like one more year in his contract too. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he has one more year. Panthers are having a rough time with ticket pricing. Yeah. Um, so Sheena Quick, really respect her. She's really good at her job. She's the one that, thankfully, Pat McAfee's the one that usually talks to her instead of David Newton. I hate David Newton. As far as like ESPN wise, but she's the one who kind of brought to the fact of like that it was like $1.80 for like the tickets, and then obviously look at it now, like still like as low as $24, but they're like nosebleed seats. I think that's the other thing that um, either people are missing or whatnot is just knowing that, oh no, these are like these are like not good seats. So it's understandable for it being pretty cheap, especially if you want to try to like pack out the crowd. So I'm not too totally worried about it because obviously last year, there was like the tickets that sold for like $7 or $8 for the game that barely anybody was there, and that was more so saying like, hey, David Tepper, we're not happy with the product that you have basically put on the field through your decisions. Um, I am concerned if it continues to be as bad as it is, what the Panthers fans are going to do. Because, like I said, obviously I can't go to every single game because I'm too far away. But a lot of Panthers fans are highly upset with David Tepper's, time as owner and his decision making because he's made a lot of decisions that have totally backfired. Um, I'm of the belief that he is at least trying to step back. I'm hoping he's trying to take a Jed York approach, where Jed York was also this very, very bad owner to start off with when he was at the 49ers when he took over, realized his mistake, took a step back, and then now the 49ers are obviously like a model organization, but they definitely weren't that after Harbaugh left. They were the laughing stock of the league. So I'm hoping that happens for us. I just don't know if Panthers fans will have the patience to see it through because they're already through with him. Kickoff's about to ensue, and it is going to be a squibber, and it's going to be returned from the 3, 15 from the 20 all the way up to the 25, up to the 28, 29-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Need a playoff or Jets fans will revolt. I agree. Like I said, the fans will revolt and everyone will be gone. Similar to see the Bucks pre-Brady, they need a good turnaround. Yeah. The crazy thing is that everyone wants to point at Brady as the reason why they won the Super Bowl. If you look back at the Buccaneers 2019 team, and obviously, being a Panthers fan, I watched a lot of it. That was the same year that James Winston threw 30 interceptions and they still went 7-9. Like, they were still a good team, but you can't have a quarterback throw for 30 interceptions and expect to win the game, win a bunch of games. Like, they had the pieces. They were able to add the pieces when Tom Brady went there to really be like a cherry on top. But it wasn't a dilapidated team when he came there. First down 10, Josh Allen is going to be quick, draw 2, Dalton Kincaid makes a move on Phillips and is going to spin and actually gains about another 4 yards. It'll be second down and 8. Great move by Dalton Kincaid there. But yeah, that's why. Also with the Bucks, that's why I have kind of a weird relationship where I'm still at this point where I'm still getting used to the Bucks being consistently good because for most of my I've been a fan of the Carolina Panthers since 2011 when Cam went into the league. For most of my fanhood, the Bucks have just been terrible. So it's kind of weird them being consistently good. Second down and 1, Josh Allen under center, going to hand off to James Cook, who's going to make a man miss, and gets absolutely slammed, but it's going to gain about 6. Jordan Poyer just comes down and lays the wood. Still, first down 10 for the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, the Bucks are in a similar situation of where, the feeling that I have for the Bucks are the feeling that NFC North teams are feeling towards the Lions, where the Lions are now good and it's still awkward, but you're still it's hard not to be you kind of rooting for them, but you still don't like them because they're still your division rival, but still. Quick screen over to Curtis Samuel is only going to gain about 3, so second down and 7, 13:30 left to go in the third quarter. As long as it doesn't take a Jerry approach, Panthers fans should be all right. Yeah. The team was a quarterback away. Brady chose strategically, unlike Rodgers. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, Brady went in the perfect situation, and also Stafford went in the perfect situation where they had a great team around them. What is Deion Dawkins going? Okay, that was weird. Handoff, and it's going to be a loss of about 1. Good job of Jordan Brooks there. Deion Dawkins looked like he was supposed to be acting like he was lined up like a wide receiver. I don't know what that was. He was at the left tackle position. I don't know. That was weird. Be third down for the Buffalo Bills. 3-year window for their success starts taking for tasted and bitter. Talking about oh, you're talking about the Jets. Okay, yeah. If they aren't able to succeed, or honestly, if I'm okay, if I'm the Jets, obviously you have Rodgers this year. You're probably gonna have him for next year. If I'm the Jets, what I would do is be in a situation where you get a backup quarterback that you can develop. Yes, next year's quarterback class is not as good as this past year, and it definitely isn't as good as 2022. Um, but you get a quarterback to develop for a year that definitely needs to be developed behind Aaron Rodgers that can take over Aaron Rodgers when he retires probably next year. Because I have a feeling that Aaron Rodgers will finish up his contract and then probably retire unless he feels like he's still got some more left in him. But you need a backup plan, and you don't have that for the Jets. 3rd and 7, going to be from the midfield. 12:22 remaining in the third quarter. Josh Allen with looks like Ray Davis to his left. Josh back to pass, and he's going to scramble, going to throw the run, and oh my goodness, he tries to throw it to MVS. Unfortunately, miscommunication there. 4th and 7. Bills are going to punt it away. Can't do that with Rodgers. He whines, remember love in that nightmare. Yeah, I don't think he will have the grace about it. There's keeping a player happy, and there's looking for the franchise. For the Jets, in all honesty, they need help with another wide receiver to complement Garrett Wilson, because I don't think Mike Williams is going to be healthy for his whole entire tenure at the Jets. And you need more O-line help for certain. So you can still invest in that throughout the draft. I'm not saying you have to take a quarterback in the first round, but you do need to have a backup plan or something like that, because you don't want to be in quarterback purgatory after Aaron Rodgers leaves. Because the Colts were like that for the longest time after Andrew Luck retired. They got Anthony Richardson. There's other teams like that after a old veteran, like heck, the Broncos are a perfect example of that. After Peyton Manning left, they thought they had a backup plan, but it was not good in Brock Osweiler. And you saw how that went with failed draft pick after failed draft pick after failed investment at quarterback, and it just didn't work out. And hopefully it works out with Bo Nix for them, but you don't want to be in that situation, because then you're going to be wasting really good defenses like the Broncos have been doing. So that's where I'm like, even if he's not okay with it, if you're still able to, either in free agency or whatnot, be able to improve the offense, then I think we'll be okay. But I'm also trying to be idealistic of trying to set up the Jets for future success. But it's probably not gonna happen that way. Goodness. Finally with Rodgers, yeah. To be honest, and it's not gonna happen because I think Quinn Ewers is probably gonna be taken high. But he would be a really good quarterback to sit behind Aaron Rodgers. He already likes Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, him and Aaron Rodgers already talk. But that would be a good quarterback to have behind Aaron Rodgers, or just it's kind of a bad thing, but someone that Aaron likes, because with Aaron Rodgers, as good as he is, he's very, very. I'm trying to think of the right word to use, but whoever his friends are, he wants to be around them. He trusts them, and it's a very unbreakable bond. And if you are that guy, then you're set. Randall Cobb was that, but Randall Cobb had a good reason to be. Alan Lazard is that for him as well. Just the people that he respects and people that he trusts. But at the end of the day, for your future, you might have to ruffle some feathers, because for the Packers' sake, it has worked out for the Packers tremendously. They found their third straight really good quarterback. I'm not going to say Hall of Fame, because that's too much to put on Jordan Love really early. But thinking for the future has really helped out the franchise. First down 10 from the 11 will be hand off to Devon Achane and good hit immediately by Williams, gain of about 2. Great job of Williams there. Let's see. I think if they just bring in like a Fields or somebody as the backup, less threatening to Rodgers, maybe is because Rodgers is so different. Most of the time, people are going to want to get a quarterback that's similar to their quarterback. That's the reason like Tyler Huntley was forever. Was like the backup for Lamar Jackson for a good long while and stuff like that because they're very similar play styles. See what is going to dump it off to Devon Achane. Nobody there. Up to the 20, up to the 25. Gets the first down. Great game by Devon Achane there. First down 10 for the Miami Dolphins. I don't know about. Let's see. Who else would be a good. I don't know. Like, okay, so like for instance, with the reason why Trey Lance works for being a backup to Dak. Is he ever going to start? No. But his play style can be similar to Dak's if he's able to like get some more training because he's so young. Devon Achane gets a run and is going to get about 3 or 4 yards there. Like Trey Lance, very mobile, kind of like what younger Dak was. Doesn't have the touch that Dak does. Doesn't have the arm strength that Dak does. But in that same still kind of like body type. And I think that's the reason why I don't know if Justin Fields is the right person, but I still would see what you're saying. Like someone who's not going to be threatening to Rodgers, but still as a potential backup plan if it all works out. I agree with that. I can agree with that. 4-yard gain, second down 6 from the 29-yard line. Going to be another handoff to Devon Achane. Going to try the right side and is going to get met by a swarm of Buffalo Bills. No gain on the play. Well, maybe a yard. Let's see, where was that? Bringing this in. If their year goes bad, they made it look like yeah. Because Hackett and him are like close to. Give Achane the ball every time. Achane has had an amazing game. So here's again a 3rd down and 5. Yeah, it's if things go poorly for the Jets, it's going to be rough for their fans. It's going to be rough for the organization, and a lot of people are going to be fired. All right, Tua, shotgun formation. Got Jeff Wilson Jr. in the backfield with him. And he's going to try to scramble, and he's going to throw it up, and that's a pick. Oh, it's pick 46. That's pick 6. Oh, my gosh. I understand trying to throw it away. I understand trying to get a intentional grounding penalty. But in that situation, it is better for you to not throw off your back foot with no power and just throw up a prayer to try to go out of bounds than just take the sack. It is going to be a 4th down. You'll punt it away, and you'll give your defense an opportunity to get the ball back for you. Kick is up, kick is good. 31-10, 9:27 remaining in the 3rd quarter. No, this is not good. Tua is going to be murdered in the press. He's going to be absolutely murdered in the press. I hate Maryland. I feel sorry for you because, like you said, you're going to get a really, really rough call from your dad, who's at the game. Only answer this game. It's only going to work so long. Tua's getting shredded. Next level shredded tomorrow. Yeah. I agree. He can't he can't really take the hits, but I mean, heck, just I don't know, maybe just fall down. But my thing is that that's the one thing that Tua doesn't have is like doesn't have the strongest arm like Anthony Richardson, Josh Allen. They can throw off of like a barely any power on their back foot and throw it out of bounds because they have that kind of arm. Tua doesn't have the arm, but sometimes he thinks he does, and he can throw deep if he has his feet set because he's got really good torque in his hips. But it's just so bad. That's so bad. It's going from bad to worse because now you're down by 21. Being down 2 scores was still like over 25 minutes remaining is still reasonable, but now you're down by 21. And Tyreek Hill's been bottled up. Jalen Waddle's been bottled up. It's Buffalo has come in with a really good game plan, but it's also the Dolphins are really hurting themselves, and the Buffalo Bills are capitalizing. Pressure, and he falls into Oregon Swan. Left by now, and he's on fuming, listening on the radio, punching the steering wheel. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Oh, dude. It's hard to watch. That's hard to watch because you want the best for Tua. I mean, obviously, like even as an Auburn fan, I still liked Alabama quarterbacks. The only Alabama quarterback I didn't like was A.J. McCarron, but that's just because he used to dominate us, and unlike 2013. But like, he wasn't the best at Alabama. He was just surrounded with a really good team. The other quarterbacks were definitely good. That's gonna be it for a touchback. It's a first down, 10 from the 30-yard line. It's just like I said, the first one's not on him. The second one, Robbie technically stopped, but that's still a bad throw. And then this one is just trying to play hero ball. You're down 21. Your only answer is running with H.N. Tua in his head, and every throw is getting worse and more unnecessary. Yeah. Yeah. People are starting to get a little frustrated. I mean, at this point, you just got to score. You just got to get something positive. Tyreek Hill's getting into motion. Going to be a screen to him. Got blockers up to the 35 and gets tackled all the way down to the 37 for about a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. 9:17 remaining in the third. Oof. Tua is definitely playing like Russell Wilson, yes. Mm. I mean, all they're doing is just screens and running the ball at this point. All right, we bunch to the left. Gonna send DeBose into motion. Gonna motion him back out. Gonna be a flip out to Jalen Wright, and is gonna get met, and is gonna lose about 2 yards. Great job by Taylor Rapp there. Great job by the Bills, but it's Miami's in a very difficult situation. None of them are not like their whole entire demeanor just awful. They already look defeated. That's not good. They need some amazing clock management and to score every drive for a chance to win. Yeah, I know, I agree. Like it's 3rd and 4, and this is like the most important drive they're going to have tonight. They cannot be stopped right here. 3rd and 4 from the 36. Tua drops back to pass. Great spin move by Von Miller. Throw over the condition. Jalen Waddle gets all the way up to about the 44-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. That was, oh my goodness. Von Miller absolutely just demolished their right tackle with an amazing spin move and almost leveled Tua there. Just great spin move. Almost leveled Tua, but Tua was able to get it out, go to a pretty good throw to Jalen Waddle. Finally, something positive. So it's going to be first down 10 from the 44-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. Jalen Waddle, 4 receptions, 41 yards. Tua is going to take it. Oh, well, just float it to Tyreek Hill, and that's out of bounds. That was a bad throw by Tua. That was a pretty bad throw by Tua because Tyreek Hill he came out of his break really good, but I don't know what happened on that one. Just kind of floated it way too much. See, toe, yeah, his left toe is out. Left toe is out. Knows it can only run. That's right. Like I said, like if I'm Buffalo, I'm keeping everything in front of me because I know they're going to try to take a chunk play at the same exact time, but they're not even doing anything. Hand off to Jalen Wright. Got blockers in front of him. Makes a man miss up to the 40, up to the 35. Gain of about 8 on the play. So third down and short. Third down and 2. 7 minutes left to go. About 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Buffalo with a comfortable lead. Don't do anything dumb. At this point, I just don't want any. I don't want any injuries because this is pretty much unless something drastically happens. I don't see Miami coming back from this. But you're just hoping that everyone stays healthy. All right, Tyreek Hill in a crouch motion. Going to spin up. And it's going to be given to Achane. He's got a little lane, 25 up to the 21, up to the 20-yard line, getting pushed to the 19, and it's going to be stopped right there. Great job of the offensive line, opened up a hole for Achane. Gets all the way to gets the first down all the way to the 20-yard line. Yeah, they're not going to throw. They're going to try to at least try to run the ball. That's so far that's all they've been successful with. I like how Achane's also trying to protect the ball. First down 10 from the 19-yard line. Tua is an empty set. Going to drop back to pass. And he's going to throw across the middle. And it's going to be, almost caught for a touchdown. Almost picked by DeMar Hamlin. Just beyond the reach of Hill. Not Tyreek Hill, but the tight end Hill. 5:56 remaining. Second down 10 from the 19. Still 31-10 for the Buffalo Bills. I just don't want you to have an America's Funniest Home Videos interception loop on First Things First tomorrow. Yeah, no, they'll do like those not top 10 plays. Yeah. It was a little bit of a high pass by Tua there. Second down 10 from the 19. Tua drops back to pass, short quick throw to Johnny Smith. Spins out of tackle, gets about to the 13, about to the 12-yard line. So it's going to be about third down and 3. Third and manageable, 5:45 remaining. This is basically still 2-down territory. You got to score here. I know I'm in the least. I know I'm at least seeing breakdancing from Bro. Don't know. Is that from the Olympics? I didn't watch the breakdancing Olympics. I just heard it was really bad. Third down and 3, or the Australian one was. Tua in a shotgun. That's a false start, but Achane's not going to call it. And that's a great play. Is that Ed Oliver? Yes, it is. Ed Oliver making a name for himself this game, too. Gets instant pressure. It's 4th and about 5. Well, 4th about 4. He only lost 3 yards. Ed Oliver from the 3 technique just absolutely just dominates that dominates the lamb on that one. He was so good coming out of Houston, and I'm glad that he's really blossomed into like a game wrecker on the interior. 4th and 4, 4:35 remaining. Tua drops back to pass, and is going to get pressure. Going to run for the first down, and just trucks right into He runs into DeMar Hamlin. He is down. Tua is down. That's not good. He came in with that fencing post that he did that last Thursday. Oh my goodness, that's not good. I didn't want to. I said I was hoping there was not going to be any injuries. Oh, that's not good. When he ran into that's around the neck. That's not good. He ran right into DeMar Hamlin, and that's not good. His fists were clenched like this. That's not good. That's not good. I knew this as soon as he hit him that like he was kind of like fenced up like that. That's oh man, you never want to see that. Break dancers to make fun of Dolphins defense. Oh, concussion. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a concussion, and he's already had a lot of concussions, and he's already close to having almost too much to even be able to play. That's not good. Yeah, out like a light. That's what I'm saying. That he that that like that fist just like being able to not really move your hands and you're like that. That's really bad. You never want to see that. I hope he's okay. The fact that they were taking a long time, I think this probably gonna be a cart bringing out. Mm. You cannot have your star quarterback go out like candle on hits. Yeah, no, I agree. It's also like the way that he went helmet first. He went helmet right into a chest. Well, he's walking up, but he's very shaken. Yeah. At this point, do you just let Skylar Thompson just take it over and just make sure that he's okay? Because, like I said, you need Tua. You need Tua for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think it's a concussion, but if it's not, I still don't think you play him for the rest of the game. He's a serious concussion risk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm feeling that the NFL is going to be like either they're going to call him and be like, hey, he can't play the rest of the game or whatnot. But like the way that he left his head and like it hit him right in the back of the head. His whole entire helmet shook like that, and just I think part of it is whiplash, but also his concussion. He just needs to rest. He can't keep on taking hits like that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the last Thursday night game, the Bengals versus Dolphins. That's when he had the full like fencing post again, and then they try to play it off that it was and then the other game he had, it was like they started trying to say it was a back injury. I'm like, no, got serious head trauma. Skylar Thompson hands it off to Devon Achane. Obviously, nothing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, still gonna be second and goal. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 31-10. Two wasn't having the best game, but yeah, they're showing it right now. They're showing it again. The Dolphins Bills game where they said he had a back injury. Yeah, put him back in regardless. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they will. I think they're gonna sit him, or they would be smart to because unless something drastic happens, I don't see you winning this game. Hands off Devon Achane, runs into his fullback, loses a yard. This is bad. Yeah, Tua's going back to the locker room. They're gonna hold him out. Probably gonna X-ray or something like that. But yeah, I think he's done for this. I think he's done for the game. Tua's gonna have to prioritize his health. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I understand, you loving football, you want to play football, but at the same exact time, you got to think of the long term effects that it's having on your body. Third and goal from the 8. Skylar Thompson drops back to pass and is going to get pressured. He's going to float it up and incomplete. Throws out of bounds. 4th and goal. 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. He's still got a whole other quarter to go. This is unless something happens with Skylar Thompson, he just turns into Superman. This is going to be a really rough all the way into the end of the game. All right, so Skylar Thompson and shotgun formation with Jeff Wilson to his right. All right, oh my goodness, a false start. Everyone move but the center. Oh no, Miami called timeout. Never mind. 2:39 remaining. 4th and goal. TV, probably a TV timeout. No, maybe not. But this is not. This is rough. All right, it's 4th and goal. Still 31-10. Dolphins are knocking on the door. Like I said, they got to score here to make it somewhat close and somewhat have a chance. Bunch to the left. A-Chance to the right. Going to smush him out. Drops back to pass. Has got immediate pressure by Von Miller. Nothing there. Von Miller gets a sack. It's 2:40 remaining. Bills take over. Up 31-10. Tua more than likely out for the game. Tomorrow's phone call is going to be about how Miami was dumb to pay Tua. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that kind of conversations tomorrow. And another thing too is if the Bengals lose again too, and it's not close, then that's going to also happen too with Joe Burrow. People are going to be upset they paid Joe Burrow all that much money, especially if they're struggling to begin the season like they always are. They had no options, but man, Tua is not healthy enough to rely on as a quarterback through no fault of his own. Some people just can't take hits. I agree. And some of it is not necessarily that he can't take hits, it's the way that he gets hit. Because like the way that he had his helmet down, the way that if you put your body on the line, unless you can take it, don't put your body on the line. Because Tua could have very easily slid there. He could have very easily fallen, but he decided he wanted to try to run over DeMar Hamlin, and then came in with the back of his helmet, which is also where you're very vulnerable. I'm just hoping that he's okay for a long run. If he wants to come back, which like I said, at some point, like what we're saying, you need to think about your health. I'm hoping that if he's gonna run, if he's gonna do stuff like that, just try to take care of yourself, because it's scary every single time that you see him take a big hit, because you know all the big hits he's already taken. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not Josh Allen, you're not Anthony Richardson, you're not Cam Newton, you're not these people who have humongous bodies who can take a beating. Like even like Lamar like is a running like he can run obviously, but he doesn't try to take big hits because he knows how to protect himself. It's like that kind of thing, like where you can still run, you can still put yourself in harm's way, but it's about knowing how to take a hit and how to dish out hits. Going head first like that is not going to be good for you. Bill's going to start over. 1st and 10. 2:40 remaining in the third. as his family member, would have this serious conversation about how his life is worth more than football. I agree. Josh Allen under center, James Cook's in the backfield. Going to be a hand of James Cook. Going to try the middle of the field. Gives a 20 up to about the 22, 23-yard line. Gain of about 7 or 8. Second down. Just like I said, if I'm Buffalo, I'm running this ball, definitely getting out of this quarter, and just putting up as much points as possible. Just, I mean, at this point, you're also just like running through stuff. You pretty much have the game secured as long as you don't do anything dumb. Oh, he's tied with Dwight Freeney. That's awesome. Von Miller tied with Dwight Freeney, 1 sack away from being tied with Derek Thomas. Not Zach. Josh Allen under center. Gonna hand off to James Cook. Gonna make another man miss, sidestepping, and gains about a 4. So first down 10 from about the 21-yard line, something like that. You never want to see an injury. It is kind of wild seeing Von Miller and then thinking about that 2011 draft class. That's what we're talking about right now. But like the fact that you've got Cam, Patrick Peterson, Von, Cameron Jordan, J.J. Watt, all these great talents, and just like the first like 10 or 11 picks. I'm not even talking about every single one of them. But that 2011 draft class is ridiculous. They're showing it again, but yeah, no, you can just see two, like as soon as he got hit, he was that was a done. His concussion, he's out. Yep, that's what I thought. Had a concussion. 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Second down and 9 for the Buffalo Bills. Probably going to run it again, just take it out of the quarter. Josh Allen a shotgun. Curtis Samuels to his right. Josh back to pass. Quick pass to Don Kincaid, and is going to make Jalen Ramsey miss. Gain of an additional about 2 or 3 yards. Gets up to about third down and 2. Little pushing and shoving going on with Matt Collins and also Jeff Allen. Mike McDaniels, what does he do now? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Tua is out for a significant time, do you really trust Skylar Thompson to run your offense? Dolphins did Denver last year. Yeah. So in the third quarter, 31-10, Buffalo Bills. Bills probably just going to run this ball. Like I said, Dolphins haven't been able to stop it yet. 2 has been ruled out, and it's going to be kind of boring the rest of the game because even with Tua having as bad a game as he had, you still at least have that thought in the back of your head that there's still a possibility if Tyreek's able to get freed, he's able to connect. But if Tua is out for a significant time too, it's also going to be kind of rough for this Dolphins team. Can I get hit? Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of the dangers of football, and whenever you watch it live, whenever you watch a very serious injury live, it's one of those things where like you have to like be taken aback and just be like makes you not necessarily rethink football, but just like take aback of like the sacrifice that these players are making by playing this game that we love, and it being a really rough watch whenever it does happen. Because I remember the Bengals Bills game where Damar Hamlin died on the field and was resurrected, or like was thankfully for the medics there, he was able to survive. I watched it with my mom and my stepdad because I was like, "Hey, let's watch this really important game for seeding." Like I was starting to get them really into football, and then we're just sitting there watching as everything's unfolding, trying to figure out what's going on, and it's one of those things where like you have to kind of reevaluate, but just like look back and like this is a very dangerous game. There's a reason why they're pushing it to be more safe, and it's never fun seeing anyone get seriously injured. And I'm just hoping for, and I know that it's probably not going to happen, but I don't want people to take away from this game and still be very, very trying to think of the best words to use, but like some people are still going to be very, very disrespectful for Tua, and because he had a bad game, they're not going to really care about the fact that he got hurt. Because there are some people out like that are going to be like that, and I don't want that to be the takeaway from this game. But unfortunately, I feel like it's going to be that way. 3rd and 2, going to be hand off to James Cook. Is going to be met in the backfield, and he's going to get back to back to the line of scrimmage. Stop on 3rd down. Yeah, it all kind of changed after Lamar. Well, after Lamar, because especially I don't think a lot of people even remember because everyone was talking about the skip comment, but initially the NFL was wanting to play that game, and the backlash that they were getting from it showed like, hey, no, this is not okay. Like the players can't play after this kind of situation. Yeah, it's just never fun to see. Also, my heart goes up to two of his family members. Obviously, seeing something like that happen on screen, it's not. It's got to be a whole nother world. Just seeing someone that you know, someone that you love, see them going down with a very a harsh injury that they've been through before, especially something as dangerous as concussions can be. Miami do because they have concussion-prone quarterback. Yeah. How strenuous are they going to be on like making sure that he's cleared to play? Because obviously the last time they definitely didn't do that. And how is NFL going to respond to that too? 1st down 10. Skylar Thompson's got time. Going to check it down to Devon Achane, and is going to get wrapped up only by a 2-yard gain. 2nd down 8. 14 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Still 31-10. The Buffalo Bills are up. Step in with Tua, yeah. Like I said, I'm wondering if the NFL will actually do that. Will they'll have they ever done that where they've ever forced anyone to retire? Obviously, like they put like on an exemption list, but I don't think they've ever forced anyone to retire. Because I don't know if Tua is gonna do that. If he's gonna like put himself out. I want to throw Devon Achane, get up to the 30, up to the 35, gains a 1st down. Like I said, Devon Achane, the one bright spot in a very, very dull game for the Miami Dolphins. 1st down 10, 13 left to go in the 4th. All right, 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line, bunch to the left. Skylar Thompson drops back to pass, gets pressure on the middle, throws, and Dubose, unfortunately, is not able to catch it. Decent pass. Dubose, I don't know if he didn't see it, if he saw it late or just had his hands caught up with number 39, but going to be incomplete. To NFL Mike Daniels is that they cannot point to it being a bizarre or egregious play, which would give them a little wiggle room and health arguments. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it's it's bad on two of the way that he tried to basically run over Demar, um, put himself in a bad situation, and like I said, it's one of those things that could have been prevented. Throw to Johnny Smith, makes a man miss, gets about the 42. I'm sorry if I'm not being as enthusiastic. I'm still thinking just like of the situation. It's I just hope for his sake that he's okay long term. Obviously, like smart to hold him out this game. There's no reason for him to be playing. You're just hoping that the best thing for him, uh, I guess, comes true. I don't know. I'm still kind of lost for words. Skylar Thompson drops back a pass, gets pressured, and just throws it over. Obviously, he was getting pressured by Von Miller. Fourth and four, 11:55 remaining in the fourth. Yeah. Mm. Another great play by Von Miller getting pressured there. Obviously, being a very elite pass rusher whenever he's on it, but also having that veteran knowledge. He's just able to work Jackson there, the right tackle, and that's a false start on Jackson there. Back him up 5 yards. Fourth and nine, 155. Not 155. I wish it was 155. 11:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oh, did they call it on Leon Eichenberg? Oh, okay. Stop now. They're happening in such frequent succession. There's next to no recovery time for the brain. Yeah, I agree. Um, I've never had a concussion. I've been blessed with that. I've had a contusion, but I haven't had a concussion. But knowing people who've had one is a very very scary situation, especially when um, things happen and they can't remember. Skylar Thompson drops by the pass. He's got all day. Going to try to run and makes a cut. Gets nice job by Rousseau there. Skylar Thompson had the angle to pick up the first down, but Rousseau, lengthy, speedy edge rusher from Miami, absolutely has been coming on strong the last 2 years. Wraps him up, and like I said, it's pretty much going to be game. It was already game before then, but that's pretty much game. Buffalo's got the ball in Miami territory, up by 3 touchdowns. 11:47 remaining. Going to go TV timeout, but it's Buffalo's probably just going to run it down their throats, eat up some clock. I'm going to see what should I? Yeah, I'm going to see what people are saying um, online. I know I probably shouldn't, but I just want to see. People are already going to say Tom Brady to the Miami Dolphins. Okay. Let's see here. Dolphins are at Seattle, Titans at Pats, and then Week 6 bye. Yeah. There's people also saying like, should they just wait for him to have at least that break until the bye? I don't know. Des Bryant, Shannon Sharp are saying that he should retire. There's some people who are still surprised they still have their starters out there with the game being kind of, out of the way. People are saying Ryan Tannehill potentially for the Dolphins. Yeah, this is just Tannehill back to the Dolphins would be it would be interesting, that's for sure. Get them much easier. Yeah, no, like I said, I agree. Like I said, I didn't have one, but I have friends who did, and it was always a scary thing that they were always scared to get one again because they knew what that feeling was like. So like not only you're also playing scared, when you play scared, you are also more apt to get injured again. But that would be it would be entertaining if Tannehill did go back to the Dolphins after everything that happened, like him going back. Um, we definitely be better than Skylar Thompson. So looks like James Cook's gonna be done for the day. Probably gonna have Ray Davis finish out the. I'm surprised this is of Josh Allen out. Probably after this, they'll probably take him out. Gonna be a handoff to Ray Davis, and is gonna get about 2 or 3 on the carry. 11:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Yeah, like I said, if I'm the Bills, slowly but surely start taking out some of your starters. I can understand not necessarily taking out Josh Allen just yet, but I presume this next drive he'll be out. No, like I said, they have it. He's still, but he's only under center. He's not in harm's way. Going to be a timeout by the Buffalo Bills. Play clock was winding down. So 11:03 remaining, second down 7. Timeout Buffalo. Like I said, I'm wondering if they're just having Allen in there just to kind of go through the motions again of just like going through reps of handing the ball off because it's still meaningful snaps, but you still want to be cautious for sure. They would have put him unless they want to run up the score. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I'm I'm just wondering if they're doing it just to make sure that they're up by more than 3 scores with still 10 minutes left. Because like theoretically, still stuff could go wrong. Ray Davis gets met at the line of scrimmage for a no gain, so third down 7. So like I understand from that point, you get valuable reps of still handing the ball off and going through pre-snap reads and whatnot, and not putting yourself in harm's way. But yeah, probably said leave him on. Maybe people keep watching the game. That's possible too. Third down 7. Josh Allen to shotgun. Curtis Samuel being motioned over to the right. Drops back a pass, getting pressured, throws, and that's going to be caught by Khalil Shakir. Makes the man miss, get up to about the 26-yard line. First down 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, I'll take another catch for Khalil Shakir. A very nice executed twist by the Miami Dolphins. Unfortunately, just couldn't hit home to Josh Allen, though. Josh Allen only 139 yards and a touchdown, so still, not the best day, but when you have pick 6 and other interceptions, you don't have to do too much. Hand off to Ray Davis, who runs over number 29, gain of about 2, so second down and 8, 9:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. It'll be interesting in sports media, yeah. It's gonna be gonna be interesting, especially depends on how each individual sports media kind of handles it. Some will do more levity, especially with Tua's injury. They're going to be talking about potential replacements. Talk about should Tua continue to be playing, and there's going to be some people who will be talking about Tua's game and how poorly he played. Going to be a handoff, and unfortunately, Ray Davis slipped there, so it's going to be a loss of about 3. But still, Zyler actually came in pretty strong, made him have to cut, and unfortunately slipped down and fell. Or getting messed up early this season. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm hoping it's not like last season. Like last season, it was still fun. It was still fun, like seeing the year of the backup. There's a whole bunch of backup quarterbacks coming in. Some of them played pretty good. Some of them played absolutely awful. Um, but it was still fun overall season. I'm just hoping that if it does turn into that, there's still good quarterback play. Third down 11 from the 27-yard line. Josh Allen in the shotgun. And going to be a delayed game unless they call a timeout. Yep, so Buffalo Bills call another timeout. Third and 11. 8:08 remaining. Mm. I'm hoping that they don't go too many TV timeouts. Obviously, like this, most people just want this game to kind of be over. A race to Tannehill between the Packers and Miami will be fun to watch. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Packers are doing because like obviously some of the lingo seems like Jordan Love might not be out for too long, but who knows? Honestly, they also want to be cautious with his injury. Josh back to pass, going to be scrambling out to the right, and is going to just throw it. Oh, almost connects with Keon Coleman there. But it's going to be fourth and 11. Probably going to kick this away. 7:59 remaining. It could be a decent field goal kick for Tyler Bass. Let's get him some kind of practice for a long distance field goal. Goodness, that's a nice hurdle. Nice hurdle by by Josh Allen there. All right, so going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt for Tyler Bass. Snap, hold, kick is up, and he shanked it. Shanked it bad. So still 31-10. Did he slip? It doesn't say if he slipped or not, but he shanked that really bad to the left. 7:54 remaining. Going to go to commercial break. Okay, so I was looking at what people said in the Dolphins. Let me see about just NFL in general. Mm, that's kind of upsetting. One person said the three worst contracts in the NFL: Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones, and Tua. I don't know about that. Who would be the third worst? Obviously, Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones is tops up there. Ooh, technically Russell Wilson, but not for the Steelers because it still technically counts towards the Broncos' salary cap. So I guess there's that, but go Tua sucks. Can't throw to save his life off a concussion. Can't stay awake when the wind blows. Ooh. Dolphin organization is stupid. Tannehill's the answer. Well, the last two might be right. I mean, I don't know when we'll fully know exactly what all went down with Stephen Hill, Brian Flores, and all that situation because obviously, like you're not gonna. They're never going to expose everything that happened, but it's definitely shady what everything gonna happen there, and you're still kind of trying to break away from that. I do. So if I'm Ryan Tannehill, I do think that I would probably go to Miami rather than going to the Packers because like with the Packers, eventually when Jordan Love comes back, he's going to be the guy. With the Dolphins, you don't know if Tua is going to come back, and if he does come back, he's going to have a short leash as far as like making sure that he stays healthy. So if I'm Ryan Tannehill, I probably would rather go to Miami. Um, but you never know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would say Russell Wilson is number three because technically, like I said, his contract still counts for the Broncos. So first down and 10 from the 35-yard line, and I think that might have been a false start on the right tackle. Yep. Jackson again, another one. South Florida plus. I think McDaniels and him could work well together. I do. I agree. Like so, they more so just need like a. I've said it before. Facilitator, playmaker, and dual threat. Tannehill is definitely a game manager because he's not he's like you can say he's facilitator, but he's not like an elite one. He was at one point, but right now he's more of a game manager, and that's all you really need to do because you have enough talent around him that you can make it through a season with him and not be totally screwed. That I guess that's the best way to say it. Yeah, he does need a Purdy. He needs a facilitator and a really really great facilitator, and that's where Tua can be sometimes. But when Tua gets pressured, he does kind of fold a little bit. Jalen Wright, this is just nothing. Loses 4 yards. Goodness, nothing on the play there. In that same kind of mode, yeah, I guess I could just say Tannehill's kind of like that. Yeah, Tannehill definitely has fallen off since that 2019 run with Tennessee, but even 2021 he was still good, but he still was good enough to help a team that all they needed was just steady quarterback play. And honestly, that's all you need is steady enough quarterback play that can keep you afloat. That if Tua comes back and at least he can be healthy, he doesn't have to be rushed back. Another catch by Javon Achan. Going to get to the 40 up to the. Oh, he's going to break away and going to get all the way up to about the 48-yard line. End of the week about to it. Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty sure they'll probably do like some more tests into the night, just to check in on everything, and they will it'll probably be like breaking news story on Friday morning about like either how long he's going to be out, um, and then that's where like people will start talking about his future because that's probably what's going to be dominating dominating the airwaves for the next couple of days until Sunday starts. Hand off to Devon Achan, going to get up to the 50, going to spin out of a tackle and get up to about the 48-yard line. Second down and about 5 or 4 yard line. 5 or 4 yards. Camden, Miami. Hey, he's not popular, but at least he can somewhat play if he get. So with Cam, obviously, huge fan of Cam. His shoulder, unless it has drastically healed since his time being out of football, is very much messed up. Um, he got hurt by T.J. Watt. No fault T.J. Watt. I want to say some Panthers are going to blame him. I don't blame T.J. Watt. It's just the way that he hit. Scott Thompson getting pressure, throws off his back foot, and oh my goodness, Devon Achan, great grab. Like I said, Devon Achan's having a great game. Gets all the way up to about the was that is it 36 or the 40? I think it's 36-yard line. Devon Achan going to the sideline. Um, Cam could be good. I'm just wondering because he's been out of the NFL for a little bit, um, how he would do. But I would be excited to see him in Miami. Honestly, I would be glad to see him play again. Because I think at some time he got a little bit screwed, but part of it was his own like playing while he was hurt, just kind of like hurting himself even more. Um, but hey, that is an option technically, Cam. If you have the game for Miami, yeah, absolutely. Achan uh, you have a lot of what was it 2 minute warning? I guess it was 2 minute warning. I didn't check and see. Um, I'm kind of surprised it's still out there though. Like obviously, like the game. Oh, now it's a Tua commercial. I know I know Tua is with was with Paramount, but that's just that's kind of sad. Mm. Yes, Flacco is the backup to the Colts. Yes, Flacco is backing up Anthony Richardson, which is honestly really good because if Anthony Richardson gets hurt, then they are in a good situation. So I mean, you could. I don't even know if the Colts would trade Flacco because I said Flacco is their insurance because Anthony Richardson probably is going to get hurt this season. So let's see who else. Who else could possibly be it? Um, you could trade for Zach Wilson. I'm not. I'm not gonna put that. On. I'm not gonna put that on Miami. I took a commercial. That's poor timing. Yeah, it's Paramount Plus. So I know Paramount had the Tua throwing the pigskin commercial with Creed last year, and I guess they had another one that's just it's just poor timing. It's one of those things where you're just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have okayed that one. Again, so are you talking about this year or talking about next year? Because as of right now, if Justin Fields continues to win with the Steelers, I don't think that the Steelers would actually, start Russell Wilson, especially if you're going to play with the hot hand. You would probably have to fork over significant draft capital that I don't know if the Miami Dolphins are going to want to do, especially for Justin Fields, who's still like an unproven commodity. So from the 31-yard line, 4:19 remaining in the fourth, first down 10. Going to be a toss to Jalen Wright. Ain't nothing there. Loses about two. Goodness. Buffalo is all over the place. Second down. It's kind of like a slow burn right now. No starters in outside of offensive line. All right, so we got a split zone right now for Miami. Going to send Smythe into motion. Drops back to pass, throws over the middle, and that's caught by, is that DeBose? Yes, it is. Grant DeBose going to get about 13 on that and get a first down. This season to pick up his contract from the Bears of Steelers. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Does Justin Fields have one more year, or does he have two more? We'll see. He was part of that 2021 draft class, so 22, 23, 24. I don't. Did they pick? If they picked up his fifth year option, he has one more year. If they didn't, then I'm not for sure that he would be a free agent. Drops back to pass, throws over the middle, and it gets right off the fingertips at number 89. Almost gets picked. Going to be second down. 2:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look at his contract because I don't feel like the Bears picked up his fifth year option, but I might be wrong. Let's see here. Skylar Thompson drops back to pass. Going to throw to 81 Smythe. That's right. Picks up about 7. All right, so let's see here. Mm, not looking like he has another year in his contract. Let me see. Spot track's usually on it. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, they did not pick up his 5th year option, so he does not have that extra year. So I think he's going to be a free agent. So you could still get Justin Fields next year. You just have to pay him. 3rd down 2, drops back to pass, throws and almost picked up by Benford. 4th and 2, 2:08 remaining. If you're Miami, at least like it would be nice to score. At least like let it look a little bit better. But gonna send John right over to motion over to the right. Empty set, drops back to pass, and it's going to get pressured as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete, knocked away by number 24, Cole Bishop from Utah. So turnover on downs, 2:02 remaining. Still got a 2-minute warning, but if I'm Amazon, I'm not going to go to commercial break. Off to after this year, bare minimum, so they need to look at options. You cannot run to another year back. Fans will not support it. I can see it. Like I said, I can see the fans not wanting to support him going out there either because they don't think he can perform, or there's people who feel like that he shouldn't perform, that he shouldn't go out there. I don't know how it would work out as far as the fact that the contract, but it's going to be a very very serious conversation these next couple of days for Tua. The fact that you've had 3 concussions in the last basically year, because that's what happened the last time. Going to be hand off to Ray Davis, try the left side, nothing really there. Going to go to 2-minute warning. But yeah, and they're going to go to TV timeout. Hopefully not too long. Especially you love an underdog story too as a human. You care for a person's health first. I agree. Fans will not support the Dolphins toting him again for next year. Yeah, like I say, it's rough when you make an investment because you want to believe in a guy um, who's who's done so much sacrifice. He's done everything that he's capable of doing to try to uplift this team, but you're physically limited. Whenever you're physically limited, you have to know your limits. You have to be able to accept the fact that you can't push your body more than more than you can actually handle. And it takes a real strong person to be able to accept that fate. So I hope the best for Tua. I hope he makes the best decision for him. Obviously, we have an opinion for what we think his best decision is, but he's going to make a decision. We also have to believe that the ownership, who has had pretty rough record the last couple of years, is going to make the right decision as well. In health conditions and as to his contract, I cannot imagine the organization didn't give a history of injury. That I don't know. Usually, if there's usually if there's like a different stipulation, they make it known, like with the Kyler Murray thing with the contract, they let people know like, hey, like he had to do an hour of a study session, a film study. So unless something's like out of the ordinary, um, I think that if Tua does not, um, like you still have to pay certain amounts, even if someone gets injured. So is he going to get all of his money? No. But I might be wrong, but I think if he doesn't retire, then you can't. Uh, it's not like you can just like not pay him anymore. You still have to pay him some. But I don't know. I'm iffy on like contracts and like all the because like a lot of it's just like a lot of like jargon that I'm not going to understand. So but I would assume that considering his past, they would put kind of something in there like hey, you got to stay healthy. But mm, imagine the organization wouldn't look out for itself given his record. I understand that. Ray Davis runs for a first down, and that's going to be the ball game. It's going to knee it out. They're showing it again. Like I said, it's just it's bad form by Tua running, but also it's just unfortunate too, just to watch too. You could probably negotiate a nice retirement package, which makes them look good and appreciative of him, without messing up their cap. Yeah, I can like I said, I can see something like that. Like I'm trying to think when Luke Kuechly retired, we still had to pay him a good bit for the remaining 2 years of his contract. Um, so I'm guessing that's still kind of a situation that have to happen. Like you still have to pay a certain amount of your cap to Tua, which would obviously still upset some fans. But if his decision is to retire, that I think that I'm hoping that they will do him right. Obviously, the fans will be upset. Well, some fans wouldn't be upset. Some fans would be upset they still have to pay him. But yeah. Final 31-10. Buffalo wins. Very disappointing game for the Dolphins, but it doesn't matter. What matters is what's going to happen with Tua. We'll see over the next couple of days, um, and we'll hope for the best. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I will be streaming the Monday night game. I'll have a review like I did last week for the Panthers game, Panthers versus Chargers. Um, so yeah, and then also soon I'm going to try to get out my week one NFL Basement. NFL Basement is the series that I do as like a weekly recap. I had procrastinated trying to get out the NFL offseason, and I hadn't gotten out yet. So I finished up that today, and then I'll be able to get out the week one late, but try to get back on schedule. Try to get it out by at least Saturday. So be patient with that. Um, Evening, but great conversation. Yes. Next game, evening post game. Thank you so much. Like I said, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you on Monday.